are recording. It is the start of the podcast. Welcome
How
back
long from
to the TG podcast. This is episode 25, the final podcast.
Wow.
You know what? I'm actually going to stop right now because I just realized that I'm recording desktop audio and it does capture every single pain I get, and I am getting several. I am I am going to quickly stop myself from getting pains from this channel. Nothing.
Just do not disturb on Discord.
All right.
Ding,
I can.
ding,
Oh, do
ding.
not disturb. That's helpful. Let me
Does that actually
switch
turn off all
myself.
notifications?
Yeah,
Give that
there
the
we
sounds
go.
of them,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's as long as you don't get any other desktop notifications, it's fine.
All right.
I'm gonna ping you on something else.
Yeah, can someone ping me, like DM me, or like send a message in TG Media adding me, just to make sure that that
I
doesn't
have
work?
I have been sending you ads for like past minute.
Okay, yeah, I'm not getting any of those. That's good.
Good.
Okay, because that was like an issue with like the last two podcasts where I just kept getting pains, and
Yeah.
Someone did Sirius just get a phone?
is
What?
Jackie calling me on Snapchat? Jackie, you're not part of the
Okay.
podcast. Okay.
I should call you up. Can you give me your number?
No.
Wow.
Actually, I don't know why.
Are you gonna pay
Would-
those
would that-
international fees for
I was about to
that?
say, that's gonna cost a lot of money to make a call to the United States.
I've got no idea.
Well, what if you do the payback where the person receiving the call has to pay for it?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll give you like a.
I'm not
receipt.
accepting your collect call from Australia.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Thank you, Submadoge.
There was like an entire
Professional in here.
Simpsons episode about this exact same plot.
Prime
The only
Minister.
Simpsons I care about is the ones on TikTok, which are all new episodes.
Wow.
We
All
need
I
to-
watch.
Wow. The bad part.
Welcome
need to
back
get the
to the
phone.
CG podcast. This is the final episode ever. Episode number 25 with our guest here, Ninobf, if you would please introduce yourself.
Good afternoon. I think depends on where you are when you're listening. Yeah, you know me. Otherwise, you wouldn't be
Congratulations.
listening.
We also have our incredible host today, starting with Murdoch Radoshi.
Yippee!
Sirius.
Hello.
titaniumcow.
I
And myself.
Impeccable start.
We are going to get right into the questions with the very first question, which we've asked on almost every single podcast thus far. How did you find out about TGN?
Before I answer that, I just want to note for everybody who's listening and not in the voice right now, Tit is doing a mukbang stream right now.
Oh no!
It's,
Oh.
Yeah, so everybody's watching that.
Real
But
entertainment.
now, while we're talking, just so you know, it's
important.
very important.
It's
This shit's
so
included in the video of
You
the
need to
podcast.
get the video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hopefully we can get that in the
Very
video. If
important.
anyone is recording, we will see the Titanic mukbang covering the entire screen right now.
anyways, how I found out about TGN, I was a member of the teenager subreddit. It's not a nice place, but I was just clicking around on the site. I found one of the like affiliated subreddits of teenagers called Teen Gaming Night. I clicked on there. I saw this post about the so-called bra cane. It's this sugar cane that's like built up to the sky limit. Yeah, like people in the comments were praising it and stuff. I found it compelling. Like, yeah, it looked like an interesting place, the Minecraft server, with like its own lore and stuff. And I thought, let's try it out. So I joined. Yeah, and then like, a couple days later, I ended up living right next to the Bracane, becoming friends with the owners, eventually becoming a co-owner of it myself.
Oh.
So you found a lawn sugarcane so compelling that you joined a Minecraft server that dominated
Yeah,
the next
the
several years
most-
of your life.
The most awful butterfly effect of all time.
That's all it took was a lawn sugarcane?
Simple man.
Pretty much. Yeah, no, this is something that has actually affected me in real life too. Like people I've met here. For example, Sirius, who came over to my place just last weekend. We hung out
What?
for a couple days.
Untrue.
Did you moke weed?
Untrue. Who did I meet then? Who was that?
Don't worry about it. Not important.
Nice.
I'm gonna be fully honest. I know you meant that like TGN and TG have affected your life, but the way you phrased it, I thought you meant that the bra cane specifically influenced your real life so much. Like it affected you deeply and
It's
personally.
yeah, it's the butterfly effect.
How much does Brockane come up in your therapy?
Not enough.
Murloc, you have the next question.
Oh, where? So, Ninobf, where does your Minecraft skin from? It's
That's
just
not the
a
question,
classic.
Murdoch.
Kill yourself. Isn't it? No, it's the same. Ah, kill that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna
Um,
pretend you asked the right question about
Yeah,
where
I
my
don't actually know
username
where it is.
came from.
What am I looking at?
Questions for guests. You scroll to the top of
Yeah,
the
where
questions
are-
for guests, and
where are
you'll get
the
the top
thing?
question. That's
What
not the
is the
top
thing?
question, Murdoch. The
Why
top
am I
question is
getting
where's
the-
your name come from?
Why am I getting the top question? Why didn't you get the top question?
Because I deleted the top question because we don't need that question anymore.
Oh, SMH. Fine. Where does your name come from? Nino VF, now that we got that sorted.
Well, finally. Nino is my real name.
Wow, the
Not
reveal.
too interesting. BF is some like full name thing that I do not feel like elaborating on.
I would hope
Boyfriend?
not.
Just being the internet and all.
Nino
Where
VF.
nothing is ever truly gone or forgotten.
Truly inspiring username.
Yeah, true.
Shit. How come you, like, could've, like, how come you never changed your name? That's a pretty, like, iconic name.
Well, it used to be Nino BF 2002, and then like a couple weeks after I joined EGN, I ended up changing it.
Were
You
you even born
realize
in
you could lie about
2002?
your age.
Yes, I
Yeah.
was. I am
Wow.
22 years old
No,
right
no,
now. God, I was
he's
fucking
lying.
sick.
He's
I
30.
was 16 when I joined this place. That's fucking insane. What am I doing here? It's been over 5.5 years.
2002 is, like, 22 years of Christ.
Yeah.
What, were you
Wow.
there?
Yeah.
Murdoch, are you old enough to have seen the towers fall?
No. I don't think. When did that happen?
He was in the towers. Come on.
Yeah.
He
I
flew
was in the plane.
Yeah. Greatest pilot I've ever known.
Seriously,
No, but you're younger than me, right? Or not?
Yeah, barely, like 2 years.
Well, I missed 9/11, so you also missed 9/11, I think.
You missed it.
Less Australian
Unfortunate.
time zones work different.
We have better years here.
Better years with more 9/11s.
Oh,
So while there was not
The
impressed
more
with this podcast,
there was a 9/11 2 over here.
there was.
Was that 11-9?
It would be 11/9. That is the worst part.
Like, do you guys have a normal calendar system, or are you on the European shit?
You have a worse one.
No,
or something?
no, I don't know. We have a pretty normal system. I'd say it's month a year. Like it's day, month, year. You just have like
Mhm,
month,
mhm.
day, year.
You also have places where you start with a year.
What?
Yeah, no, I maybe someone feels like verifying that, but don't
No.
know.
Yeah, I feel like somewhere does it. Maybe somewhere in Asia or Africa. Not very common, but I've heard about it.
We need someone to like fact check everything we say.
Yeah,
Like,
Designated fact checker.
yeah,
Ted, can you do the fact check for the debate?
but you're not
I'm
allowed to
busy.
fact check if I say something egotistic.
Can we have a designated
Said you wouldn't-
misinformation spreader? Can that be me?
Can
Oh,
I,
that's
can I
already
promote
titaniumcow.
Bomo as a fact checker?
Yeah, you said you wouldn't fact check the Nino cast.
Bomo, if you promise to only check the facts and do nothing else, I will promote you the host.
Bobo is very trustworthy. He was an Arthur's Teenagers mod.
Apparently, year, month, day is used in Japan, China, North Korea, and Taiwan.
That
In
is
Japan.
not the designated fact checker. Get out. That is not.
Yeah, you're eating. Go back to eating.
For the listeners,
Whatever.
he's flipping us off on camera right now.
Yeah.
For audio listeners. Seriously, here's the next
Will be
question.
most
Can we
people.
get like a play-by-play?
Okay, mine is the next question. You say,
Mhm.
Ninobf. Besides the Anarchy, Joker skin, where does your Minecraft skin come from?
I should go back to the Anarchy Joker skin. That goes
Wait,
hard.
so it's
Good
serious.
times. Yeah, he made it for me. Yeah, but my current skin, the head was made by Dribble City, I think.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
I didn't even realize it was custom.
Yeah, it's custom. That's why it's also not detailed on any of the other side. Like it's just plain brown. Then I've like I've stitched the head on a couple other skins. Most recently, a Christmas sweater that
Oh.
Tristy made for me like 3 years ago. I have not bothered to take it off. Should probably wash it by now.
Looking at the Ninobf name MC account in the history. True, it is a Christmas sweater. Can
Oh, yeah.
confirm.
Not the designated fact checker, guys. I thought that was Bomo. Where
Momo is a designated
Yeah,
fact
what happened to
checker.
Bomo? What happened to that?
Bomo, buddy?
Yeah, come on. Bomo.
Fact check.
Bomo, we need you here.
He's here. He's unmuted. I don't know why he's not talking though. Probably some
SMA.
mic connected.
There are no facts to check. That's why he's quiet.
It's just so true.
I would say that
It's
Titanium
just
Cow
less.
has the next question, but he's gone. He's not here.
No,
Holy
No,
shit,
no,
he's
there
back.
he
he's
is.
returned.
Titanium Cow, the return. You have the
It-
next question, Tit.
Mm-hmm.
You have the next question.
Where are the questions?
Questions for guests. You've been on like half of the podcast, Tit.
You messaged the chat.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, I did? Oh, yeah, that one, okay. What did you do on TGN prior to the opportunity election?
I fished. Like I actually, that's the answer. I did a lot of fishing. I didn't get anything because I suck and TPS was really low, so it would take you like 5 minutes to catch something.
Just wanted to do it.
When I first joined, I went into the Nether Hub. Some guy asked me to join Fubai. Little
goats
town,
only.
like
I have never even heard of Fubai.
it's worth noting that YP6 also spawned there.
Oh, okay. Alright, okay.
There was
alright.
someone else, some I don't know who it was, but some pretty big TGN user who wasn't.
Forgot the name.
He also started there, which is really funny because the town only had like 10 people.
It wasn't Tisha, was it?
It's
Most historically significant.
it's like that one college that every senator goes to.
Yeah, or like when like every important person in Europe in like the early 20th century lived within the same couple kilometers in Vienna. Like
Yeah.
what was it again? Like Hitler, Lenin, Stalin, Tito.
Fact checker.
A lot of people. A lot of very very good
Yeah,
people.
my favorite rom-com.
Yes.
So
Sitcom,
Fubai is
whatever.
the Vienna of TGN.
Yeah, for
No,
Fubai was
that's
TGN.
volcano objectively.
I was there for 3 days. Then I saw somebody recruiting for Red Dog, so I went there.
Red Dog!
Yeah,
Yo!
actually saw the
Yippee.
project for the first time. I ended up living around the corner from there, building a little house. So I joined the Discord, became a bit more active there. Heard about people starting the Opportunity Colony of Red Dog.
Hmm.
So I went there. People are like just starting to build some stuff. I helped build there. Then maybe
Your foot on the
2,
ground.
3 weeks later, the elections were held.
and
Which
then very fair
leads
free elections.
right into our next question. What was opportunity, and how did you get involved / become the leader?
Well, yeah, as I said, hopped down for a bit, ended up in Oppo. Um, I don't fully remember the election process, but I do recall like what's the word?
What
Soliciting
is the word?
pe- people to vote for me. I think that's
Seducing people to vote for you.
yeah. Um, I ended up winning over Bubby and Char by 1 vote.
Yeah, imagine Bubby Town.
Well, it basically was Bobby Town. She did a lot more than me for the town.
Wow.
Like I was the leader, but I ran the Discord and stuff. But it was mostly her, like just being involved in the player base, getting stuff built.
The real strings behind the puppet.
She deserves at least the same amount of credit for Oppo, if not more, compared to me.
Damn. The humble arc.
Yeah. Also, I remember like pretty much the first thing I did when I got elected to become leader of Oppo because Maglif didn't want it anymore or something was to appoint all the other candidates to my council. It
Yo.
was Pixela, Fox, Bubby, and Char. So that's how Bubby and Char ended up losing the election, but still becoming of a great influence in Oppo.
Just so kind as a leader.
Yeah, true. I guess I wanted to keep people happy a bit, not cause too much animosity or whatever. These first, well, second part of the question, what was opportunity? Well,
Um,
I'm asking myself the questions now. But
Ninobf promoted the
I asked the
host.
questions.
um, yeah, opportunity was basically a place where anyone could build anything. You were encouraged to be,
Yo.
well, uh, extravagant, probably a good
So,
word.
like the
Large
complete
build.
opposite of a
Uh,
Nino Town.
yeah, pretty much. Okay, so we did have a system where the town was split up into districts, and every council member owned one and was like responsible for developing it, approving builds to be built there. Nobody actually did that.
Oh.
Um, well, I know that once again Bobby was like involved a good amount in managing her district, which ended up being one of the nicer districts. But most others just kind of watched stuff get built.
Who owned the main one? Like the big boy one.
Big boy district.
You like the one with all the huge towers and shit. And like the
Every
orange glass
district
roads
that
or something.
every district had all the huge towers, like pretty evenly spread across the city.
Speaking of
But
Murdoch, that might be a great segue to the next question.
yeah.
Am I asking the next question?
Yes.
Good. Ninobf, what led to the creation of the build limit towers and opportunity?
Um. Well, yeah. I also purposefully skipped that part on the last question, but yeah, Obo was in the end mostly known for having builds that reached exactly to the build limit. This started uh, with me and Jackson is cool. He was building this like castle thing. The he built like it's like three base layers in a sort of half broken circular form. Um, he didn't want it anymore, so he gave it to me, and I decided to just keep stacking stone bricks on top of it, kind of improvising, building up until I reached the build limit.
I just kept going.
Um, I wish.
Hmm.
Um, We should do it again now that you can build higher.
Did they increase the build height?
With like caves and cliffs part 2, I think.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
You can go 64 blocks higher now and also 64 deeper.
Dang.
Anyways, while I was building that, Fox Raid and Maglev started building a copy of the One World Trade Center in New York, which also reached the build limit exactly. So then I thought, hey, we could do something with this. And then yeah, that's became a theme basically. Then within the next couple of weeks, Bobby also made one. The Hourglass Tower. Then I made a second one, and then like a bunch of others started building theirs. I think we ended up having like 11 of them from the top of my head.
New York City.
Pretty much. Yeah, that was sort of, in a way, what we wanted to do.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I still like it. Like the builds were not the best, but they don't have to be. Like,
They got charm.
yeah, it was a nice theme. I think like not many towns have managed to do something like that unique with like their main building theme. At this point, the only thing that comes to mind is the stack and the last TG reset. With
Did
like
the
what?
Chungus ever get to build height?
No, it didn't. I was considering doing it, but it would have been like out of place with how much taller it would have to be. But yeah, shout out to the stack. The super small plot. Basically just several builds stacked on top of each other. It's a nice town. One of the rare, actually unique towns. I also still feel like Opportunity, in a certain way, had more charm than my other towns.
Wow, the
because of
real
that.
feelings.
Yeah.
It's coming out.
Yeah, Opportunity was a
Very, very
really
close to
good
getting emotional.
Blind fit of rage.
Yeah.
Serious, you the next question.
Yes, of course. How did Opportunity, Ninobf, get a dragon egg? A singular dragon egg. As we all know, Opportunity only
Just
ever had
one.
one. So
Funny
how
story.
did it get it?
Is this where the fact checking comes in?
Yeah.
Momo, please contact every Opportunities member, please.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
It's not that long after like opportunities started to really get going. Bubby and Charm like managed to get a lot of diamonds together. Just like 2 stacks of diamond blocks, which was
Yeah.
like in the later versions that doesn't sound like as much, but back then that was like an absurd amount. Because well, nothing would ever come close to costing that much. Pretty sure diamonds were also rarer in that world gem.
Fuck
Stupid
113 World Gem.
Yeah, oh
Yeah,
my god.
wasn't great.
Do not get me started. But
Take me back to those fucking trees.
oh,
Yippee.
yeah. So I don't remember who owned it first, but Bobby and Char ended up purchasing it. And it was like a pretty big thing. Whoa, largest purchase in the history of the server, and dragon eggs very rare.
Allegedly.
Back then, they said there were 7. It's an estimate.
7?
They were given out in events and stuff, so there was more than one.
Yeah, the event prizes got real weird.
Yeah, but here's the kicker. A couple months later, it turns out it was duped. So someone had just been duping them, and yeah.
Yeah, one of a kind. The 25th. One of a kind.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure by the end of 113, everyone had a dragon egg. Like, I had a dragon egg by the end of 113.
Yeah, like, not super long after the that purchase, it like started to really get out of control. We ended up also like officially owning several.
Should have made like a shrine for the dragon egg
Yeah,
out of
we
dragon
had
eggs.
yeah, but we had this big dragon egg shrine on the main square, and then
That
we.
replaced the park.
Oh yeah, oh the park.
Gentrification.
Oh, I missed that. Yeah,
Park that looked really good.
don't ask what's on the signs in the park.
Can that be the next question?
It was racial slur.
It
Of course
could
it was.
be. I do want to respond to that question about there being more than one dragon egg. While I was doing research for the questions for this podcast, the TGN wiki actually shut down. Like it no longer exists. So
It just disappeared.
some of
And
my TGN
like a server.
information may be a little wrong. Or
Can
just
you not use the Wayback Machine?
No, that also got
the
hacked.
fuck Wayback?
Oh, yeah,
the TGN
fuck.
wiki.
Yeah, the Wayback Machine only works typically on websites with a lot of traffic, which is
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
also
did
got
not
fucked
have.
recently, right? By,
Yeah, it got DDoS and hacked.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
yeah.
So
That's awesome.
No.
So are we
TGN
gonna have
lost
like another
media?
party?
I can name like an infinite amount of things that are like better to hack than the fucking Internet Archive.
It's just mean. It's just rude.
Yeah.
It is.
Serious? Have you got any kills yet?
No, actually, I got swamped the second I dropped. Yeah,
Yeah,
Don't
worry about it.
Played
for
Fortnite
the
in
record,
middle
he's
of the
playing
podcast?
Fortnite right now.
Listen, I can multitask. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're
If
all
I-
Gen Z here. We know what it's like.
Next question.
Next question.
If I had the computing power, I would be playing video games right now.
You have the
I
next
didn't even
Wait.
have Fortnite.
I have games on my phone. I'm gonna play Plants vs Zombies. Fucking go.
stream.
Titanium, please, you have the
Pull
next
out
question.
Submadoge, can you figure out a
your-
way to get Subway Surfers like streaming for us all? Like,
I'm not
Can you get it
serious.
underneath
I'm-
the tit eating stream?
Dude, we already did this like 2 podcasts ago. This is already a bit.
Did you know that
TikTok video of
opportunity?
titanium cow eating.
Did you know that opportunity was gonna be a successful town?
No, I had no clue. Well,
What was,
it already.
What?
what was your what was your reaction on the success?
Well,
Very delayed
I
second
don't know.
question.
It came very unexpected for me. Yeah, I still. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I think it was like people from the other big towns at the time, Seven Lake in Japan, just getting bored of whatever was going on there. And then, like, in Opportunity, they had this like community to kind of hang out with each other, also like, just build stuff away from their respective towns, and yeah, it
Flight
ended
to
up
the cities.
becoming yeah, just big community hub. Also because at least the Japan Discord was private, I think, or semi-private. Yeah, thanks, Tit. Plants vs Zombies gameplay.
Tits winning.
Yeah. Mhm.
What was the main draw of like opportunity? You'd say, like, was it the
Well,
community?
it was the most active Discord server by quite a lot, and it was just where like all the relevant, big, important dono players and stuff hung out.
Like curiosity for TGN.
Yeah, yeah, but for example, we didn't have farms. We had no. Well, we had an automatic sugarcane farm, but otherwise no public like.
Real peak.
Yeah.
That was the
anything.
real draw. The sugarcane bar.
Yeah. Besides that, just big town, cool builds, creative liberty, I guess.
I don't
Freedom.
think this is part of the questions actually, but I did want to ask about the Discord. When you made Curiosity, and then it went from 1.15.16, it changed to superiority, and the Discord was just renamed. Why did you choose to make a new Discord for Curiosity and stay with that Discord rather than keeping the Opportunity Discord and just renaming that to Curiosity?
the Oppo Discord was a dumpster fire.
Nah.
It just fucking sucked there, and also by the time
Is it still open?
I started Curiosity, it was like it had been dead for months, so
Yippee.
I
Ah.
didn't really feel like reviving that. Also, back then, the towns were a bit more separate. Like, well, like my three towns on TG are like unequivocally linked to each other. But I guess at least back then, Oppo and Curiosity weren't as much.
The PvP probably wouldn't have helped to the community aspect.
That's true.
Is Oppo Discord still open?
Yes, it is.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure everyone is a deleted user right now.
I think at least like 30% of the leaderboard are all deleted. It's like
Yeah,
fucking
the-
ghost town.
the place was such a cesspool. Yeah,
Mental health.
yeah,
Yeah, the therapy channel. We should
Uh,
have a
yeah.
main
No,
channel.
I and we as the mod team let things get out of control. It's yeah. I'm glad I did that a lot better with the
Is that where
Curio
the Iron
Discord.
Fist rule came from?
Yeah. You should have been there, man. I'm not gonna get into it here, but the place was not okay. It was just fucking.
wild shit going down in the
Yeah,
Optus serve every fucking night.
you have no idea. Well, you do, but
I
Esteemed
have some
admin
idea. No one
Sirius.
else does.
yeah.
Anyway, I
Yippee.
don't think I have the next question.
Yeah, we just got
Ninobf.
3 new questions.
We have so many
Yeah.
questions. Ninobf. What was Sintra?
Sintra was this like collab
Ah,
project.
Sintra.
Yeah.
Sintra.
Yeah, it was this collab project initially between me, Wiskoa, and Sternburn.
Oh, beast.
Wiskoa being like the main builder of Japan, which is still like probably top 5 nicest towns in TG
Well,
history. I feel,
Place
which is
Japan.
a big
Where
feature.
is Japan?
It's on TGN 1.13 if you wanna go visit.
Where is Japan?
It's like
I didn't realize Wiz worked on Sintra.
yeah, he designed the houses.
Damn.
What about
Did he
Atlanta?
design the houses?
Yeah,
Wow, I thought that was like a premium Nino build.
no, back then I was still, I would say, bad at building.
You were great. I've seen the cathedral. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
Mm.
I
I've
don't know.
also seen the cathedral.
I should redo it at some point. But also back then we didn't have all the blocks that like work for building in such a color that's more true to the original.
Yeah, back in
Real
your day.
life. Yeah. No, yeah, well, but it had to be stone bricks basically. Which, yeah, it's
I started watching The Witcher like a month ago. Did you steal the name?
yes, I did,
Yes.
but
Very good.
this was before like the whole Netflix series thing, so it was
Ah.
not mainstream at all.
Yeah, it was
You were
just
the
when it
hip
was the
stuff.
biggest fucking video game of all time, you know, really.
Yeah, real hip underground
okay.
concept.
No, okay, but no, shut up. Sintra in the video games was a small thing. Like it's
Yeah.
mentioned once or twice, but like in the Netflix show, like a pretty significant part of the show takes place in the city of Sintra,
The raising of Sintra in the beginning of the show.
for example.
Ninobf, the Butcher of Blaviken.
Yeah, I should have called it Blaviken.
Burned it down.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but yeah,
Serious.
yeah. So Sintra was this collab project between me, Viscoa, and Sternburn, who was that still is one of the greatest builders in the server history. He was also super ahead of his time. Like he was doing crazy shit like way before like Raven, Murdoch, Bulb, before
The
Ice.
Hall of Fame.
What? Oh yeah, the people who can build. True. But yeah, we wanted to design this super just nice looking medieval town. It is pretty much the polar opposite of Oppo, where anyone could build anything, any theme, any size. In Sintra, you could just build a house.
It
We
was
built
your
this-
15-minute city.
one of the specific two designs.
One of
We had
two
the
approved
canal,
houses.
we had the church, the clock tower, which were nice builds, I guess.
Next
Yeah,
question.
Serious.
Yes. What were your thoughts on the end of TGN? Have your
Yeah.
thoughts changed since then?
Were you part
well,
of the party?
I remember at first, like, a lot of people just blamed NSA because he wasn't doing shit. And indeed, he was not doing shit, but also, what are you supposed to do when you lose backing from r/slash teenagers? Like, there's no
Partner with
way.
r/PewDiePie submissions.
Yeah.
Yeah. But basically, you have to find a large community to collab with, otherwise, your server will not stay alive. No matter what's cool server concept, ascendancy, whatever thing you come up with, or advertising or performance increases, it's not gonna work. Your server's gonna die. It was bound to happen.
It was fated.
Yeah, it's like its fate was sealed the day Arrow decided to just nuke the entire mod team.
The TGN is over. Party.
Modgate.
Were you there for the TGN is over party?
Remind me.
Might be. I don't know.
Reminds me. Because I do not.
We all got into like there was like big voice chat between TGN.
Oh,
like,
when we raided the TGN server.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I remember that. I do not know if these were separate events, but yeah, at some point we had like 40 or 50 people from Curio Discord in TGN voice. It's very funny. Which is,
We got the
in retrospect, it's such a huge number. How do you get 40 to 50 people in the VC?
what was his name again? The like pasty white kid that pretended to be like a gangster. He did a
Awesome.
face reveal.
Jabon?
J-Bon, that's it.
Oh.
Yeah, the J-Bon face reveal.
Yeah.
That was great.
My name is J-Bun1.
Yeah, good time.
Fuck. No, they weren't.
That really
Still
weren't.
sometimes.
No.
Murdoch without G. You have the next question.
Wow. What led you to make the move from TGN to TG?
Well, for starters, TGN was dead.
That was a very hard one.
Not many people there liked me very much at that point. Which came worse after I joined
Lame.
TG, but whatever. Yeah, it's yeah, TGN was active. It was not TGN, TG was active. It was also during the first COVID lockdowns,
Yeah,
which
that was a
made
big
it way
one.
more active. Nobody had anything to do, including me, which has also compelled me to go there. Yeah, the people just seemed nicer. It was a less toxic place. I
Just
At first I was against PvP toggle. Then I
then.
realized, hey, this is way nicer, and then I was not against PvP toggle. Yeah, there were like a handful of people I recognized from TGN playing there.
Yeah, there wasn't actually a lot of. There was a surprising lack of crossover between them at the very start. I realized.
Well, there was this funny thing because when I first joined, there were very few people. There was like a couple people there I remembered, and also people I liked. Then, like within a month of me joining and starting Curiosity and stuff, a bunch of TGN people came back suddenly. People who I
Ninobf, can I join Curiosity?
yeah, people I did not get along with very well. It's kind of unfortunate, but whatever. It's in the end, it's more about the people I did have fun with.
Minecraft drama from literally 5 years ago.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Anyway, titaniumcow, you the next question.
Yippee.
Get off of Plants vs
So-
Zombies.
No, but I'm winning. Okay.
Can we get progress update?
So-
Give this man a walnut.
So why? I am actually using walnuts. Okay, whatever. Why'd you found curiosity?
What?
What?
That's
Why'd
not
you?
What curiosity?
Why'd you make Why'd you make the town Curiosity? Why'd you make it?
Well, I just started playing on the server. I guess I just felt compelled to start the town again. I was thinking like, okay, I found this nice little like piece of land surrounded on all sides by sea and mountains.
I think
thought-
I was there in like the first week or whatever.
Yeah, I think you were.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great for expanding with all those mountains and seas.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
no, I was thinking like, okay, with some luck I might be able to fill this lot, and then by the end I had to end up making the land at
Yeah.
least 75% larger.
I
By-
mean,
by-
they
by-
just call that as Dutch jeans.
But yeah, we mostly built boulders, but like we also shaved down a mountain or two.
Yeah,
There's
just
also the
remove
shade
the
was
mountain.
like snaking between the mountains, partially excavated, partially natural ravines.
Yeah, like Razor's district that was just like completely cut off from everything else.
Exactly.
Mountain
cool.
District, my beloved.
My beloved.
I think Quails is better.
I agree.
Unironically true.
I also love Quay Hills for different
Fact check.
reasons.
I love.
Wales was a funny place. It's
I love how we all
Uh,
call it Quay.
We have a better community,
Hey.
so we're better.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
part of Quay.
mm-hmm.
I would
Key
say
Hills,
I
right?
was the de facto leader. I would say.
Yeah,
Quay.
little melon man.
Dale.
No.
Quay Hills is the place that we'd visited, yes?
That
It's
place.
indeed the
Or-
place we visited, and there will be no elaboration on that. But
Okay, all right, perfect. I was thinking it was.
about Quails, yeah, this town like started booming right as Curiosity did, and we were like pretty much
Neck and neck.
tied for yeah, exactly, tied for citizen count for a while. We made fun of them for looking like shit when we did not look like shit. Which
I remember
Yeah.
first time I like met you in VC, or like first time I met you, you said my melon build looked like shit, and I fucking hated you for like a month.
your
was-
melon build was genuinely appalling. I remember
was
it.
right.
It's so bad. You tried to get it built
Nah,
times.
yeah,
It-
you should have been killed for that.
Yeah, true. But yeah, regarding Quay, it's well, us making fun of them compelled them to start building nicer. They got Raven.
Some of it looked good.
We actually started there. Yeah,
Yeah.
some of it
Yeah.
good, but mostly after Raven started fixing things.
And then Raven left
Yeah.
for 1 week and the entire town fell apart.
Yeah, at some point it kind of just collapsed, and then it got like lava casted and blown to shit with TNT, and nobody
Yeah,
cared.
because Raven went on like a holiday for like a week and a half and came back to the entire town being just rubble.
Which after which he ended up being recruited
Joining us.
to our efforts. So
That was funny.
sounds good to me. But yeah, about Quay, it's like mostly the thing that drove me to do all the stuff I did on the surface competition.
Hmm.
Wanted to do better than the rest, see my town be better than the others.
I always
Which
wondered why
I know
they
it
call it
sounds
Quay.
weird, but yeah. But yeah, town rivalries like that, like with Spirit City and Bacon Town after, that's what mostly drove me to go beyond, basically. But Make-
go even further beyond.
Yeah, to the stars and beyond, or whatever Buzz Lightyear says. Um,
Just yeah.
to infinity and
Fact
beyond.
check. What is Buzz Lightyear catchphrase? To infinity,
checker.
you know? To infinity.
Excelsior!
Infinity also being one of the towns that was surfing.
Whoa,
Infinity was
reference.
one of the towns.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
funny X-God status town.
Infinity
I
was
love that.
such a town. It
It's just funny because they had like 2 bills and they immediately just started shit with us.
the
They started.
Hexagon status.
But yeah, it
Yeah.
started with the memes and like their catchphrase or whatever being like the future of PG or whatever. Like yeah, we're
And then
gonna
it's like,
blow
okay,
all
shut
the
up.
other towns out of the water. It's
Yeah.
didn't end up working.
Actually, quick question before that. What did you think? Who did you think X-God status was?
I had like 3 main suspicions. One of them indeed being Bobby.
Hmm.
But looked into it for a bit. Found what in retrospect was like pretty much hard confirming proof that it's her. But yeah, I just after a while I just let it be.
Yeah, like at the start it was weird, and then it's like, obviously it's not really much of a problem. They're not doing anything, so.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I just let it be for a while. But then when she finally reveals her true identity, I was like, ah, bitch, I knew. Which also reminds me of when like, around the time when she made the reveal, Muzak mentioned that she Bobby S X-Gold status applied for the mod team, but Music had to deny her on the off chance that it was actually an alt.
Well, of course it was an alt. Their name is
Yeah.
X-God status.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's blindingly obvious to me, but I guess the mod team didn't. Well, the
I
mod
mean,
team
there
also
was
didn't
also the
know.
fucking building in Curiosity that was basically like, I am a TGN member.
Yeah,
the most
no.
looking
It was
building
on
ever.
another alt. It was on Monkey Girl 98.
That was a different.
Yeah, otherwise she would have never gotten away with that. Obviously.
That's awful.
Um,
There was so many TGN alts. It was actually kind of weird.
I knew Monkey Girl 98 was Bobby from the start. I just let her
Yeah,
build.
pretty sure
Because
they
it was
revealed
one of
that
her
one to
old
me as well.
usernames.
Yeah.
That would
No,
give
no,
it
no,
away.
no, no. No, that was Girly Gal 69.
Oh, of course, my bad. Very different names.
Let's get the fact checker on this.
Fact
Yeah, it was.
checker.
No, it was a separate account because if it was just the same account renamed, you would have instantly gotten got out.
Who was the TGN member that like wasn't banned on TG but still played as an alt and then got banned when they joined on the alt and the main account at the same time accidentally?
Boplopian, I think.
Maybe.
Could
Didn't
be.
he found no name?
That was Scotch Tape. I'm pretty sure that was like way later. I don't know. I'm probably pulling like too far into the
No.
recesses here.
I'm pretty certain several people have done this. Like both of their accounts at the same time.
Yeah.
Like me.
By the way, if I may butt in, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that the mod team was aware that XCOD status was definitely above y'all. I'm pretty
wouldn't
sure.
they have the same like
Okay,
IP
but-
or something?
I think I can say that now that it's been 3 years.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
Now
you
that you're
were
no
a mod.
longer a teen serve mod,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
delist some specific information.
Yeah, can we just get like a bunch of leaks here?
I can just give you Mario Foley leaks for the rest of the few hours if you guys want. That's perfectly fine.
No, but fuck, where was I? Oh yeah, so you guys knew, but you didn't know for certain enough to ban her. Because like
No, we
according to
definitely
me,
knew.
you should have banned
We
her.
definitely knew for certain, but I think it wasn't like a problem, so
I mean,
we
yeah,
didn't
like it
really
wasn't really.
do anything. Especially
not.
because they did a lot for like the servers, so it wasn't a big deal.
That's
You're a
interesting.
useful evil.
I guess if you want to put it that way.
Useful evil.
These are very useful.
Technically bannable, but like,
Yeah, I feel like you should let stuff like that go sometimes.
yeah.
Also, it's almost
Next
been
question.
an hour, and we are still in the middle of
Next
TG.
question.
Next
Next
question.
We are not at the quarter of the. Like we're at like. God, we're like at the fifth of the questions.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Next
It's gonna be so
question.
long. Ninobf, did you do anything running Curiosity? Did you do anything differently running Curiosity compared to Opportunity? And did you learn anything from Curiosity that influenced how you ran Superiority and later Superiority to Prosperity?
It's a lot of words.
It is.
That's a long question.
Well, the like whole concept of divide the town into districts. Everybody gets to run one and then approve builds for it. I came up with that in Opportunity, but nobody actually enforced it. So then, Curiosity, I decided, hey, what if we actually did enforce it?
What if there
And
were rules?
yeah, so immediately the town ended up looking way different. Yeah, we didn't let all the dirt huts through. I do admit every one of my towns did end up having a couple of like questionable choices. Like in what builds got approved and which didn't. Because sometimes somebody has been trying for so fucking long to get it submitted, and then adjustment after adjustment, and it still looks like, yeah, it still looks bad, and eventually we just say, okay, just fucking build it already.
Please.
I'm pretty sure
I wanna
that's
be
how I
honest.
got 90% of my builds into every Nino town.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
I will confirm that.
Thank you, Merlin.
In retrospect, I will also confirm that. Yes, yes, I have definitely made such
Yeah,
exceptions. For you.
we talk so much shit about you in the council chats.
That's also true.
Specifically
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Clearly with
There's
the
like
Submadoge hate channel.
that most active in the Curiosity Discord.
Still is.
Also,
Yeah,
you continue.
so
You're
yeah,
the guest.
basically we just started enforcing the rules we had, and it worked. Everything looked a lot nicer, and while we like rejected a lot of builds, but we still managed to become a massive town with 98 citizens at the end, which is notably larger than any other town at the time.
I did also want
98.
to add
98
in
in Korea.
another question because there's a question I was going to ask for this, but I didn't add it. What is your personal favorite Curiosity District?
The Modern District. Definitely.
Of course.
Yeah, no bias
Yeah.
there. No, but yeah, it's like every town has already done the well, let's just put a bunch of like rustic, medieval, or whatever houses here.
Tea houses.
Yeah, true. We actually had one in Curiosity, but we ended up tearing it down. Um, yeah, no, the Modern District, it was just way different from any of the others.
All right, I'm really
The
thirsty. I'm
Murdoch,
gonna
this
get.
specific image you sent, this one was unfinished.
That no, that was finished. You can't tell me that's not finished.
All right, well, I'm really thirsty. I'm gonna
Or
go
actually,
get a drink.
now that I see the eviction notice here, it might have been illegal and we were just getting them kicked out. But I can assure you, this was not approved
This was
in the way that
finished
it.
and approved.
Okay, it wasn't that bad back then. How we did the rules and stuff. It was more like the
No,
unfinished Sintra house next to it.
Yeah, I don't think that ever got finished. I'm pretty sure we tore that down, replaced it with a different. Also, didn't get finished.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, that's Ace's house, the guy that ended up spending like 4 digits worth of donator ranks to buy diamond blocks from people.
Ooh.
Yeah, why did he do that? Did he charge back or?
No, he got I don't recall if it's specifically on that version, but no, it can't have been that version. But on the laser one, he got banned for X-raying for netherite.
Mm.
How do you like the guy clearly has like old money or something. His mom's credit card was a billionaire. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
His mother's a senator.
he was underage, and still he had like that amount of money to spend on fucking blockchain diamonds.
Mm.
Kids have too much money.
And yet the X-rays, like you could.
Yeah, what was all that for?
All right.
It's a very good question.
I need to go. I'm gonna be right back in like 10 minutes. Serious? You get the next question.
Okay.
Damn.
All right.
I'm going to
Submadoge
use
is
the
gone.
opportunity to grab a drink real quick. It will be less than 10 minutes.
All right. God
If
damn
anyone
it.
else wants to
Okay.
take a break real quickly, you do it now, I guess. Bye.
All right. Who is left right now? Hold on. So it's me and Murdoch.
It's everyone
And-
else.
Yeah, everyone else. Okay, perfect. A podcast. Jackie, I don't think I can unmute you, champ. I'm sorry.
Release me. I think your next question. Can I have next question? Who has next question?
Well,
I'll answer the
Subma said you take
questions.
the next question, but then Nino left, so I can't ask him the next question. You can ask him the next question because I don't know what the fuck the YSC is. Like,
Yes, you do.
well, I do vaguely, but I wasn't involved. I was just adminning the server.
Wait, did Nino leave?
He
Yeah,
said
he
he
went
was
to
gonna
get
go
a
get a
drink.
drink.
Oh, I thought he was just like narrating Submadoge.
No. He is gone. Who just joined, by the way?
Zach
So,
LaFranc.
Okay, hold on. I never got to say this.
That's
Shout out
what?
Dozing Doge for somehow
That's
not
what?
playing Hoi 4 right now.
Sax boy!
Did you ever get a kill?
Yo! Yo,
Are we
Sax
gonna
boy,
have?
yo.
Is this gonna be part of the podcast, or is this getting like cut out at intermission?
This is part of the
I hope
podcast.
that he doesn't cut it out.
I fucking hope it's cut out. Goddamn.
Can we talk shit about Subma? he'll like
Of
find out
course,
about it.
yeah.
Like,
I
2
feel like he
days from
has
now.
huge glasses. Like,
does.
I feel
Well, he
like he
does.
has massive glasses. Like, he
I
looks
think-
like a.
It's
Have you
on
ever
his
seen like
skin.
pictures of like your grandparents from like the 1970s and they have huge glasses on? I imagine Subma has those.
I think
Like-
he's autistic.
I mean, he's on TG and he's made like how many fucking videos about the history of the server? Like,
That's just dedication.
come on. Yeah, that's just dedication. That's just,
That's
that's
what they like.
good old.
1950s child that they don't know what autism is. They're like, yeah, he's just really interested.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. The Star Wars shit as well. Yeah. Also his Star Wars takes. I've seen his tier list on his favorite Star Wars media.
No,
That's not a
you can't
neurotypical
talk
take
shit,
on
right?
Star Wars.
Can't talk shit on that. Subma's like perfect when it comes to Star Wars takes.
No, but like I'm not disagreeing, but I am saying this man has consumed everything. This is not a complaint or an insult.
He is actively reading every single book and comic, all of them.
Oh, more power to him if he's reading the High Republic. I tried to read the High Republic. I could not fucking get into it. But yes. Again, Submadoge, my biggest complaint. I think he has huge fuck glasses. That's
it.
as someone who also has huge fuck glasses. I think his are bigger. I need to make his Wojak like more
I think
Wojacky.
Subma is back.
I forgot that I needed to turn that off. That's definitely an issue that I should have looked forward to earlier.
Hello.
Glasses reveal. Okay, hold on, Jack. Yeah, I will send a glasses reveal just for you. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Camera.
Yeah, it was so weird seeing Sirius like 3 years. Like I hadn't seen him in like 3 years, and he's completely different, entirely different man.
That's untrue. It can be on your face while taking it. Sorry, champ. Not doing it.
Sirius is very scary.
Very.
Yeah, true.
Even scarier.
You looked like a.
That's why your
like
dog assaulted me every fucking day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They are tiny, Jackie. They are tiny.
I am
Oh my
sorry
god,
for
okay.
fucking over the
What do I
podcast.
have here for scale?
Nino's dog for scale.
Yeah, can I get Nina? Can I have Lila for scale,
Yeah,
please?
true. She's sleeping behind me right now. I should get her up here. Answer some questions.
Audience.
No, I should
chat,
not use
guys.
that for scale. That's a bad idea. What do I have?
I'm gonna go grab my dog right now.
Use your
Hela.
many cans of alcoholic beverage.
No, what are you talking about? I'll use my Nintendo Switch Pro controller for scale.
Perfect.
Yeah, Nino for scale would be really helpful because he's so fucking small.
So
Um,
I was barely tinier than you.
you're
Yeah,
like
literally.
2 inches
Like,
shorter than me, young man.
2 inch. No, not 2 inch.
Yes, you are. You're
Well-
5'9". Chill out.
What? What?
Okay,
man,
wow.
I have woken the dog up from her sleep.
Woke?
Woke?
Whoa.
Your
Woke?
dog is woke?
Yo! What's
Lila
it,
has fallen.
Sigma?
The eye dog.
She's sitting in my lap right now.
5'9". That's the real reveal that we needed.
Mm.
Yeah,
What's
the
the
big
dog
bomb.
doing?
Yeah.
Lila.
I think I actually can headbutt you, Nino. I think we're like similar enough height.
I should
I like
stop
how you suggest
playing
that, like you wouldn't be
Plants
able to
vs.
headbutt him if
Zombies.
he was taller than you.
Well, no, I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to. I'd
Okay.
have to like jump.
Yeah, everyone be quiet. I'm gonna get the dog to speak into the mic. Lila.
Ooh.
Hula.
I'm not gonna lie, your dog sounds autistic. I'm saying that in the nicest way possible.
And I say it in the meanest way.
Yeah.
You were talking through it, but she was licking the microphone.
Ooh.
Whoa,
she
she's
does,
freaky and shit. What the, bro?
The dog has spoken.
Welcome
need to
back to
get
the
her,
Freaky Podcast.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we have so many questions. We have
Did he
so
pass? Let's go.
many questions.
Okay.
Welcome
Okay,
back
I'll
to the
do-
top
Considerable
do
amount
next
of
question.
questions.
I'll do next question. I'll do next
Well,
question.
wait, how many
Okay.
questions did you get through while I was gone?
None.
Zero.
Nino went to go get a drink. We
I
were
to
just
go
here.
get a drink, and then I went to
Okay.
get my dog.
Okay.
Nino.
Okay,
Sirius, you have the next
so
question.
Okay.
Murdoch, take the next question because
Alright.
Murdoch was
But first-
asking for the
first-
next
first-
question.
I don't
Can
even know.
Now that Lila has spoken into the microphone, can I get her like listed as an official feature on this podcast?
Yes.
Definitely.
Thanks.
Nino, why did you destroy world peace?
Which one? Like, you need to be more
Which
specific, man.
one? What was Curiosity's involvement in the Yellow Shadow Collective? Can we get
my
War
God.
Heroes as like a feature?
Okay, this is really funny because I was thinking of several world pieces I've contributed to adding, and that was not one of them.
There was no peace there.
Yeah, Yellow Shadow Collective. It was like this United Nations or towns going on back then, but there was nothing going on that you could reasonably like vote or discuss about. There's no laws, there's no war or peace because there's no PvP. None of the towns are close enough to work together, so it just kind of existed, and people had delegates and shit. But there was nothing. There wasn't like there's no purpose to it.
Cool ass building.
But yeah, true actually. But yeah, I joined. I asked them, hey, can I build the headquarters in my town? Then I did. It was like one of the first buildings there, and some reason that like gave the town a lot of exposure. A couple people I didn't know just came over to help me build it. They stuck around. Skisley was one of them, for example. Shout out to
Yo.
Skisley.
I'm gonna
Um,
shout out
Modern,
Skizzly.
modern district architect.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, building some nice thing there.
Didn't you
Yeah.
have a casino?
No,
Ah,
I designed and built it, and the casino part ended up being owned by Voodoo and Ghosty.
oh yeah.
But he had a tower right next to the casino, the piston door.
The Bison door.
You should see my dog right now. She's like, I'm sitting at my desk. She's sleeping on my lap, but she's resting her head on my desk. It's very cute.
Yippee. Pick.
Yo, turn on
Okay.
your camera right now. No balls.
Yeah.
I don't have a webcam and my room is dark. I do
Aw.
not feel like taking a picture.
Whoa.
Can you
You
get like a
want to see the light
flash?
of God?
I just
What?
flashbang the dog real quick.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Like, it just became an angelic being.
Hmm.
Holy shit.
By the light of God.
Why don't I get
Chastising
the next
her.
question?
Yeah, next question.
Oh yeah, Yellow Shadow Collective. We were there, right? Should probably finish that question first, but
Yeah.
yeah. I joined and I don't remember quite what happened, but War Heroes, the owner, he was just dicking around or something. People didn't like him.
Wow.
We left.
What's the
We
building
spent
review?
like a week there, but by the time all of this happened, Curiosity was less than 2 weeks old.
Really? Wow.
But it was already like a pretty big town.
Yeah,
It
'cause
grew very quickly in the start.
I remember because on 1.15 when I was going around seeing everything, I misinterpreted a lot of stuff. First of all, I thought Birdie Reddy died of cancer. That's something everyone
What?
knows about.
What?
This is my
How?
podcast, so I
Course.
got. I think I talked about it in my podcast, so you can go there or like we can talk about it later.
Amazing.
But I do remember seeing so many banners and signs for the Yellow Shadow Collective, and that it was like gone. So I thought it was like a grand, like like server spanning empire that collapsed, and
It would've been really cool.
I thought it was really interesting, and then I found out like, oh, no, it's not.
No, it's just
I don't
really good
wanna-
advertising.
I don't want to flex, but when I was a rando in Quails, I used to break into the YSC Enderman farm, and then
Everyone did.
Oh yeah, that was like the one
Mm.
thing that's going on, the YSC and the Men Farm, which I also stole from.
That
like
was
the
peak.
farms. The farms were the only good thing about that shit.
I love stealing from other
Okay.
towns.
Yeah,
It's
that
my
iron
favorite
farm
thing.
that never actually worked.
I think I became a citizen of one random town just for the like Enderman farm. It was Astral. I think it was Astral Enderman farm. Not Astral.
You
Fucking.
can't join
Oh,
Astral.
not
Aether?
Astral. What
Don't
was
hate on Astro.
Aether?
Aether.
Aether. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
that's it.
releasing the dog from my lab. She can actually get some sleep.
What the dog doing?
Bye bye dog.
Okay.
So Murloc, you get the next question.
Okay, next
Oh, really?
question, I think.
I get another question. Damn.
Yeah.
What did you do on TG outside of running towns? And did this change reset to reset? Nothing.
Well, it indeed depended some on what, which reset. I was mostly sticking around with friends. Then I started PvPing some. I was not very good.
Voxel v Nino.
Oh, yeah. No, but he was. I wasn't very good, but he was like genuinely atrocious, so I beat him. And then I started feeling a little bit better, but I was still getting my ass kicked by people like Winter Stars, for example.
I mean, yeah, but Winter's like the top #1 of everything always.
That's true. Yeah. No, you're right about that. But yeah. Besides that, in like the later resets, I actually started raiding other towns, which I had beef with, Moss Bunkers, Red Town,
Moss bunkers.
Spirit City, actually.
Yeah,
and then-
the scourge of moss bunkers.
Yeah,
The butcher of moss bunkers.
incredible.
What is this image?
Also, yeah, and then even later on, I started helping out a bit with other towns, like Newfoundland and the second Bacon town, which I was actually a council member of, apparently.
But just quick comment, by the way, I thought that Baconshire was a great name for it. I have no idea why they changed it from Baconshire to Bacontown 1.17. That's such a shitty name.
Was that the name?
That was the
Bacontown
official
1.17?
name. The official name was just Bacontown, but you had to call it Bacontown 1.17 to differentiate it from Bacontown 1.16, which
Yeah.
is a different town.
Yeah, people just kept on calling it Bacon Town after reset, I suppose, and it's
Weren't they collabed with something? They had a different name first, and then they got rid of like one of the owners or something.
Oh yeah, it was It was fuck. I
Fact
probably
checker.
the fact checker. You probably know
Yeah.
my damn
Bumble
video that I made on it,
bees.
and I can't even remember it.
Probably.
Fuck. Like I talked about it. It's on the 1.16 video.
Nah, we do not need to derail for this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we have so many questions. We're already gonna be here like another 2 hours. I don't want to make it 4.
Next question. What was
Why did
superiority?
you say that so like homosexually?
Next question.
Who were you talking to?
Serious lore. Okay, what was the question again? I was too
Shut up.
focused on the gayness.
What you would focus on the gayness, wouldn't you? What was the what was superiority? I can speak.
Yeah, like when I started Curiosity, the server had only 4 more months left to go. Like I was definitely not done by the time that reset, so I thought let's do it again. Let's do it even better. Like when I started Curiosity, I didn't have any of the good builders yet. But when I started Soup, I had Murdoch with me. I had Raven with me. Not much later, I got Pulp into my like gang of minions.
Do we know where Pulp came from? Like before?
Mexico. Oh. No, he just. The first thing I remember him doing was the Oreo house. The
Oh, so he
dreaded
just-
fucking Oreo house.
Yeah, and that was when you knew. That was when you knew.
Yeah, there's this like. I'm not quite sure what happened there. There's like this gaping hole in my memory where he went from building the atrocious fucking Oreo house to genuinely being like one of the top 3 best builders on the server.
I
Like
don't remember.
in a pretty short span of time too. Like he learns really fucking fast.
He spawned inside the Superiority Council.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much.
Because it was Burb, Sirius, and Val for like the starting council, and that was kind of it. Was James there? Was James of a council?
James was not on the council.
Ah,
Titanium Cow. Use the next question.
Titanium.
Hello.
Next question.
Good start.
Do you want me to read the question for you?
It's so long. It's such a long question. Can you do it for me?
2 sentences.
It's one
Can you for me?
sentence.
Did you know going in that Superiority would become the largest town in TG history? Very compelling question, Nino. Thank you.
Well, there's another part of that question. There's another part.
Yeah, we'll
When
get to
I
that later.
started Soup, I had a feeling it could happen, but also it was never the main goal. It never at any point was it the goal of my town to become the biggest one. It just kind of happened.
Yeah, just accidentally.
No, but actually, the main priority was always the build. Make it look good. Get a bunch of good farms, and apparently that's a like winning formula for attracting people.
That's all they want.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, knowing this community, not many people want good builds. But
No, I
still,
hate
apparently
good
enough
builds.
to become the largest town.
Yeah, all TG users do is use farm, talk in Discord, and leave.
Yeah.
Anyway, what was it like
Anyway.
having Curiosity and the then Superiority Discord become the default TG Discord? What were the pros and cons of this?
Skip the question.
What?
Huh?
You skipped a question.
I didn't skip a question. It's
Yeah,
the
you did.
top question.
But what are my thoughts on the achievement of
Okay.
superiority becoming?
That was
You
part
asked
of the
that.
original question. It's your fault for not asking it with the question. Yeah.
Yeah, that was you asked that. That was your question.
That was your question. It's your fault as a host.
I compiled this into my own like text
Yeah,
file, so
Nino did
I
that,
could
yeah.
make some notes and I spaced it as different questions because
Yeah,
it's
sum up.
formatted as different questions.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
just to let you know, for you and the host as well, if I have 2 questions but there's not like a space separating them, that's because it's intended to be one question.
Right.
Question.
Anyways, for 167 people, that's a lot. It's
That's
yeah, it's so crazy that many people came together and just worked on the same block game town and
Curiosity is way less than I thought. Soup has
Yeah.
way more than I thought.
98 and 167.
Why do you remember that?
I looked it up beforehand.
Autism.
Well, I
Wow.
remembered curiosity, but
Wow.
I had to look up Soup.
Fact checker.
Fact checker.
Fact checker.
On the top of my head,
Fact checker.
opportunity at 91 and Prosperity 100 something, 120 maybe.
Pretty good. Yeah,
Pretty
I'm
decent.
gonna claim 4 months of that.
Yeah, true.
When the server died.
Well,
Sorry, guys. I feel the need to raise the ping that Jackie just sent me in the No Mic channel right now. So
checking.
To raise it?
yeah.
What?
All right, we are operating at one less engine on this boat.
Oh no.
Is that what's in the blue mug?
Yeah, he had like vodka or something, right?
Yeah, I should
Jesus.
have grabbed my
I'm
like.
mugging.
Did I even
I
drink
have.
this
I
entire
should
time?
go grab my liter of gin.
Oh my god, okay. Everyone's gonna be drunk on the podcast, and I am.
Yeah.
Hey man, we're gonna be
I'm-
here all night.
Hey,
Imagine-
I'm
next
ironically
question.
so fucked
Yeah.
up. I can't even feel my fucking fingers right now. I
Let
can't
me
even
be
see my
back.
hands.
I'll be back in like a minute.
God
Okay.
damn. It's
Oh
okay.
God. Oh, this is
Yo,
bad.
it's the final episode. It's time to celebrate, guys.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
the final
I
episode.
think I will
Everyone's
stick to
adults.
my. I will stick to my energy drink for now.
Yeah,
I
got
need to
some-
get more
Like
iced tea.
fucking
Hold
13
on.
year old.
Yeah, I got sweet tea. That's not gonna do anything for me, but it tastes good.
Yeah, I definitely have not been drinking since this thing started. Don't worry about it.
Tits
What's
go.
the next question?
I did ask it, but what's it like with curiosity and then superiority becoming the largest Discord and the default Discord for everyone to use on TG, and what were the pros and cons of that?
It was a headache, mostly, but
Why is Tit's door so tall? Why is Tit so tall? What the fuck?
it is pretty tall. But yeah, it's in a way it was nice because just something that like with like online communities in general, what gets on my nerves the most is people being kept around who should not be kept around.
The undesirables.
And yeah, yeah, I know, but just like there's some genuine like, shit there.
Oh, that's
Sometimes
fucking.
it feels nice to actually be able to be the one to get rid of them. It's it's something I greatly regretted not doing in Curiosity, but also not Curiosity,
mean?
Opportunity. Excuse
We
me.
I was about to
definitely
say,
did that in we definitely did that in Curiosity.
Yeah.
I
No, the thing
had
is-
to ban people for that.
Council
Yeah.
member Foxraid getting evicted.
But in Opportunity, we didn't do that, which is also the reason it got so big because like all the big community members were hanging out there, including a bunch of people. Yeah, it should have been
Ugh.
gotten rid of, but I made up for
Oh.
that in the Curiosity Discord. Including like alts and shit, we had over 100 people banned by the end. Yeah, but it was like probably like 70% alts at least.
I'm gonna check the Curiosity ban list.
How many deleted
Fact
users are there going to be?
Fact checker.
How do I
Um,
check server settings?
I'm not getting paid enough for this.
Ninobf, what was
NTS.
your favorite superiority district?
That's a good question.
Yeah, you can't
Difficult
just say
one.
modern.
My first, no, not the modern. I did not like the modern district in Soup.
Dude,
Um,
remind you of the wall right by like the TG
Oh.
media area. It was just like a patch of grass, just like with quartz wall, like one pink line.
Yeah,
I love
So
modern
that's-
districts.
Yeah.
that's when he left. Is when he was doing the middle of the wall.
I
Mhm.
liked it.
Yeah, my first like thought is to say Ravens district.
Yeah.
It's like objectively the best looking, but also
It
it
wasn't
was only
totally,
Raven.
Like,
Like
yeah,
there's not a single non-Raven build in there, and that's like
a bit shitty.
yeah, like it might as well have been a one-man project
So
instead
was
of like
Pulp's
part of the team.
kinda.
Yeah, Pulpus at least had like a couple different builds. We had your cathedral in there, Murdoch. We
Yeah,
had
well, yeah.
my house, Descaper's house, a couple
And
other
then
things.
there's Main Street, which was just chaos.
Was Superiority the town where you were living in a shack, or was that a different one?
Yes. And then we
Yeah.
covered Nino's shack. No, didn't you live in shacks in all of them?
Um,
It was the ship for Curiosity, and then it was just shacks for the rest.
I started in a shack in Curiosity, but it tore it down as soon as I finished the ship, which was very early on. So, but yeah, there was the one in Soup, which Raven, I think Raven built a chapel around.
Yeah, Raven stole my immaculate design.
Yeah.
No,
Um,
it was very good.
yeah, and then the one in Prosperity. We had like this plan of having like the slum district, which is like in the first week you can build whatever the fuck you want just to like get started with something. The plan was to terraform over it, so you could like go under the terrain and see the old district.
You
But
can
we
do that.
we never got that far because nobody played on that reset.
You can do that in Soup. It's really cool.
Yeah, there's a big open space, but the point would have been that like the slum district was in that open space, which would have been cool, funnier.
Very cool.
But in the end, it didn't end up happening, sadly. So it's still just exposed. Like
Yeah,
the
wasn't
actual
that your
town.
area, Subma?
Huh?
What?
You were supposed to do that, weren't you?
Do
like
what?
the big wall on the slums district.
I worked on the wall, like in game, not like the actual like schematics for it.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't get most of the schematic for that. A lot of it was missing. A lot of like all of the prosperity schematics I remember, I had like
Yeah.
bits of it sometimes, but like they just stopped at a certain point, and I never got the
Prosperity
finished schematics.
was so bad.
But you know what? The easy district, I was able to get that one looking nice, and I finished
Yeah.
it up, and that was a beautiful
Well,
district. A beautiful
Yeah.
And then
district.
I nuked it.
It took so long to repair that on the archive.
I couldn't have it be kept forever. That was
Yeah.
not. That was a stain.
But we are talking about prosperity. That's later. That's later.
Yeah.
Murloc, you have the next question.
What question? What question?
You take like one shot and you already can't read.
No, I have a very large shot glass that is 3.5 shots in one. It takes multiple gulps.
Okay.
Mine's
This guy
better.
drinks.
Yeah, she's just got a glass.
Yeah, that's a whiskey glass or something.
I've got 40% gin that tastes like hand sanitizer. I think hand sanitizer probably tastes better.
You sure you're not actually drinking hand sanitizer?
I'm pretty sure I could sanitize myself using this. What was the superiority faction? The large block.
Time for the good questions. The rectangle.
Yeah, you had fun.
Yeah, just the rectangle.
Yeah, that
we-
was quite the sight.
It's yeah, so Soup faction started with just like me, a couple others, well, me and Hajor mostly setting up
Oh yeah.
a faction, yeah, just for Soup people, people to play in. We had like 25 people in the beginning or something, first couple weeks.
Ooh.
We all got fucked by world police, of course.
Yeah, that was a.
Then we got yeah,
I was just like, yeah, that was a real big problem back then. I forgot
fucking
about
world
that.
police. After that, we got fucked by taxes. Because people
Happens to the
would
best
not,
of us.
they absolutely fucking refused to hide inside of the base. Like people just kept going outside while they knew we were being like invis scammed by Loomis and Joe and whatever.
Oh yeah, the
We
dynamite.
we started draining a lot of power. Yeah, no, people just weren't fucking listening, and it frustrated me so much that I ended up quitting for a bit, quitting factions.
Wow.
Well, then it died, and immediately, like, all the other big factions died. The world died.
And then you came
Did
back
you
and
hear it, right?
everything.
Well, I came back, and yeah,
We'll get to that.
Just led
We'll
your
get to that
conquest.
soon.
the DG Earth was looking a little different, a little too peaceful, perhaps. Which is another time and as world
Have
peace,
you
of course.
played Tunnel Wars?
Tunnel Wars.
True.
I did not know what that means.
Is
It's
this a
like-
game or a fucking European like experience?
It's like TG Earth.
But you're in a tunnel.
Yeah, but it's in 2024. It's in the future.
Modern liberal TG.
2024 is famously
They made TG Earth woke, guys. We can't play that. We can't do that.
DEI.
I didn't know this podcast was woke.
I thought we were gonna get a
Yeah.
fact check.
I was just about to ask Tip.
Yeah,
to ask the
Bomo,
next
can you
question, but
fact
he's
check this
gone.
podcast being
He's
woke?
just leaving.
He did.
It's just gone.
He just left. Okay. I guess
Just walked out.
we've lost the host. Fact checker, can you ask the next question?
Goodbye. Fact checker.
Fact checker.
No, wait, I'll
Fact
ask,
checker.
Does Bowman have access to the channel? Like, the
Yeah, he
questions
does.
part?
I don't even know where we are.
There's like one website that goes through like all the Steam games or whatever and analyzes if they're woke or not. Like, oh no, this one has a female main character. This one has two guys looking at each other weird. It's woke and shit
Yeah.
and liberal, and
You
we
know
should
those,
apply
like,
that. But
reviewer
it's
collections things.
Yeah,
I
it's like
saw
Steam
one.
Curator. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw one of those that was like, is it woke? But the only like clarification for woke is, can I jack off to it? It's like if I can't jack off to it, it's woke. If I can,
That's
it's
a
not
skill
woke.
issue. That's just a skill issue. That's the
That's-
thing.
You're just weak.
no game is woke if you're brave enough.
Very
So, fact checker, it is at the top of questions for cast. The very top question.
questions.
Wait, the very top. Oh, you deleted. I see.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I would just like to say that the fact checker has to leave after this question.
You need to
so
go quickly. It's come back.
this
You
is
need
going to be
go.
the end of the truth on the podcast. The
Misinformation
rest
will
is going to be
rise.
lies
Yeah.
and woke,
It'll
and
only be lies.
it's going to be lies and woke. So get ready for that.
It's
All right.
You're
Here's the
woke?
question.
No, shut the
What was your experience with the wars on Texas?
Well, yeah, the thing with Soup Faction was people maybe who were like actually good at PvP,
Oh.
who were like actually contributing to the war efforts, and then we had like 20 guys who were just kind of dicking around. As I
was
mentioned,
awesome.
not ever going fucking hiding in the base, constantly getting killed, draining the power. But yeah, with like the other couple guys who were actually fighting properly, it was fun. We had like some pretty big brawls outside the base. I remember it was like me, Chica, and Biotic Whisper, I think, fighting Loomis,
Biotic.
Joe, and one more person, to some Texan.
And let the
we
record
were-
show that Texas won that fight. Texas won the
Yeah.
fight,
Loyal
and all the
Texas
fights,
member.
Texas won. And with that, goodbye.
Can you-
Fact checker, you were not called upon.
Yeah,
Excuse
this
me?
is not facts.
Bob, I have a question for you.
Bowman,
Oh my
no.
god.
Log on to the TGR server and go fact check the Texas Dome for me real quick. Is it still there?
We're not.
Didn't-
No, that's fake news. I don't even know where you got that.
Okay, a follow-up question. Go to the archive server and fact check the soup base. Is it still
Wait,
there?
you're kind of cutting out. I can't. The connection must be bad. I don't. You're kind of cutting out over there.
That sucks, man.
Oh, guess we're gonna have to end the podcast there. Well, that's a
Yeah.
shame. Thank you,
Bye-bye.
everybody, for coming out. We really appreciate you
Bye.
listening.
Bye.
And yeah,
Thank you, fact checker.
Okay, we can finally continue with the woke part of the podcast now.
Yeah.
The wokeness can
No fact
continue.
checking.
Yeah.
Free speech.
But yeah, so I was saying we had like this 3v3 brawl at the base of the tower, and we had like a bunch of of the like noob dicking around people I mentioned, just raining down arrows from like the very top of the tower, trying
Didn't
to
some
hit someone.
rando like wake up in the middle of the night and completely obliterate Texas?
That was
You
during my when I was gone for a couple months, but yeah, I remember hearing the stories. Like Texas became raidable, and then some guy Like
Just-
when nobody was playing, he just started tearing down the dome, and then in the
They
morning,
just
there was no-
slowly
there was no
leveled
dome
the
anymore.
entire thing.
Yeah.
It's
That
great.
man, my alt, it was me
Yeah.
secretly.
But yeah, before that happened, when I was gone, I checked the subreddit and I saw that like Chica, the Ancient Blades, posting a selfie with like big soup sign letters in front of like the damaged dome, and I knew that we did it. That was nice to see. Okay, they carried on with the fight without me, and they beat evil Texas.
Evil Texas.
Didn't you go to war against the UN as well?
Yeah, that was when I
That
came
was the
back.
next question.
Well,
Yeah.
actually,
Oh.
wait a minute. Titanium Cow, would you like to ask the next question?
Hmm.
Oh, I gotta read.
You don't have to. Just say what you
So,
just said.
how'd it go? The UN and the war. How'd it go? How was it?
Yeah, I was gone for like 3 months or so. I came back. I logged onto TG Earth. There were pretty decent amount of people playing.
Hmm.
All the factions that I remembered were just gone. Nobody was playing in Illinois. Texas disbanded by that point. Soup was dead. I saw like, Vancouver. I saw Newfoundland. Whatever this other shitty like United Nations factions were. They were all like coexisting in peace, like it's the survival town server. So yeah, I went around, started scaring people, and I got
Yeah.
like Biotic and Sag and Chica to come back and also start scaring people. Like 2 or 3 days later, there was like a full blown war between like us 5 or 6 and the entire rest of the server.
Was it like a war, or was it just like two guys in a field?
No, there were like actual decent sized
Numbers.
fights going on. Like yeah, like the big base attacks. We had a couple brawls involving like 4, 5, 6 people maybe. So
Couldn't you
I-
not
I-
go
I
below
remember-
one?
I would call it like an
I
actual
was
war.
I was like a spy during that, right?
Yeah, you were. That's true. You were in the Kilmer Union faction.
I
Uh,
don't think they
Antarctica.
believed me.
First of all, you were
If I-
spreading a bunch of misinformation. But we had like this doctored screenshot of me using a Foley client,
Yeah, Foley.
which
client.
they actually believed was like a specifically DG Earth tailored hacked client with like
Didn't Foley client
bedrock
become real?
breaking and
Are you saying
kill
it wasn't?
around whatever. Yeah.
I used the Foley client.
So did send them the screenshot, told them, okay, all of you go to the reporting tickets thing and report Ninobf for hacking.
For using Foley.
All of them bought it, and they're like, oh, holy shit, we fucking knew it, you disgusting hacker, fuck.
We got him.
The other soup
Ladies and
members are doing
gentlemen.
it too. Of course, the mob
Yeah.
team laughed at them.
Bin Ninobf Laden.
Then like after maybe like 1 or 2 weeks of warring, they were forced to abandon all their like little normal factions because they were just like not built for factions. We kept getting in and killing everyone. They formed this underground base like under the Pacific somewhere. It was like
Wow.
it was airtight. We couldn't get in. So we had Tits, who was like an actual full member of the faction. We had them go into a voice and live stream the inside of the base to us.
Nice one.
And that's how we found the weak point and got in.
The insider.
Like it
Oh,
was so
guys, we
fucking
betrayed our
funny.
side. It's crazy.
No,
Tit, you are the fall of man.
yeah, they were yeah, like the United Nations was pretty active. There were like 7 or 8 people in that base at the time that Tit was streaming it for us. Yeah, like pretty soon after we like there was like this cave leading to the edge of the base. It was like not entirely encased in rock, and we the cave was like in a weird shape, and with the faction borders, we couldn't place TNT right at the like wall
Oh.
of the faction. So we went in single player, like reconstructed the cave block for block, and built like a specifically tailored TNT cannon to get TNT
Jesus
like launched at the
Christ.
exact right block that would breach the walls, and it just fucking worked. We got in, we raced the entire thing, killed a bunch of people.
The average physics major.
Yeah, yeah, good times. Like I actually had so much fucking fun on TGR. It was kind of short-lived. Like it was only a couple of weeks until like activity completely died down because they realized there's nothing they can do.
You
You
should
remember
We did
you
not
should play Eternal
lose.
Wars. It's like TG Earth, but it's new.
Yeah,
it's
so
back
true.
again.
Just
I,
like
I, I mean,
matters.
unironically, Two End All Wars is the unofficial official sequel to TG Earth.
Oh, to end all wars. I thought you'd been saying tunnel wars. I'm like, what the fuck does
No.
that mean?
I don't know. The
Well,
mod
that-
team's kind of questionable, but it's cool. It has an active community.
Wait, is it
I
not
also-
called Tunnel Wars?
I also thought it was
to
Tunnel War.
end all wars.
I played on
okay.
like an early beta version of Twin
Yeah.
Wars for like 2
That
days.
That
No,
was
Oh.
cool.
because they have guns and it's such a lame fucking concept to have in games.
I just hate the world map. I hate the Earth map. It's so bad and everyone uses it.
Mm.
Murdoch hates Earth.
I hate
Confirmed?
Earth. It's so shit.
Mars supremacist.
Murdalian confirmed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
going to the moon.
I have no idea if it's still like that, but on the version I played, like you could have like full enchanted diamonds armor and some fucking idiot with leather boots and an AK could just spray you down in half a second.
Is Tit
It,
just
it,
dead? It's dead.
I
Dude.
think it died.
He's back.
The only thing I've seen from Two End All Wars recently is Winter Stars and Tit going on like a Looney Tunes train heist to steal a train, and it was wonderful.
That's just trains
Right.
now.
So there was like a nation that we subjugated, that our allies subjugated, and I asked the guy who was the leader of the nation who won, like, oh, can I have any war spoils? Can I have any rewards? And it was just like, yeah, you can do whatever you want with the town.
I don't
So
care.
we just dismantled their entire industry, and we stole all the trains. It was awesome.
I
That's
got
what's fun, just assaulting the earth in whatever town you conquered.
I got commissioned to build a factory for them, and then I got handed a flintlock pistol and told to kill myself.
I gotta say, it sounds pretty cool, actually.
Yeah,
I think I then got like someone.
yeah, Rocket and Winter are both big players on that, so you should contact them if you want to talk about it. But we're not talking about that because we're talking
Yeah,
about
about
your
the
time on
podcast.
2G. Ninobf,
Not about me.
what
Whoa.
was Prosperity?
We thought, let's do it again.
What?
Let's just do it again. Do the same thing, same town concept.
Why would you
thought-
want to redo prosperity?
The superiority.
Redo soup.
Okay.
But yeah, activity just wasn't the same as it was before. And then also I just got killed without notice by funny Phil who. So yeah, we had big plans.
I don't know.
We planned too much ahead. People were less active than we expected, of course. Also, some of the plans we had were reliant on the other towns. We like agreed to settle nearby, so we could do like collab projects and stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, none of them did anything.
Who was the?
Like-
It was like Gachi that like tried to put their foot into every single fucking thing that happened.
Yeah, that's another Pandora's box. Fucking
Yeah.
gachi killer.
It's like, oh yeah, we'll all work together, and then Gachi's like, I'm gonna claim literally everything that is important right now and do nothing with it.
Yeah.
You gave me the main district of prosperity, despite the fact I'm in Australia and literally can't interact directly with any of the community.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like do house placements from like 12 hours ago.
Oh, that's not too bad, right?
No, but
I
like
know.
that was the problem. It's 12 hours ago. There's probably like 30 houses that came in between those 12 hours, and I'm. trying to
Oh
build
yeah,
the
no,
district at the same
that's true
time.
actually. Yeah, I can imagine that being a nightmare. Like
Yeah,
when
I'm
people
trying to
were
make-
still like rushing to build there.
And then we got that weird, like, in-between part where everyone else in the council started doing house placements, but then they didn't tell me, who was actually just signing the district, so I just kind of had to build around it all.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
no,
was chaos.
yeah. Yeah, it's just a case of people lagging behind a little bit.
Nice
So,
one.
Yeah.
This is the organization you can expect from the Nino town.
Yeah. It was really weird. Like, we're quite good. We're quite on the ball with that normally.
Yeah.
I
I don't
asked
know.
to have like one of the side districts, and then you're like main district.
Mm,
I know.
I do not quite
Nah.
This can
remember
be the Australian
but
district.
I think I asked for one of the medieval districts, and
Yeah.
I was thinking like a side district, but I didn't specify that I didn't want the main district, and you gave me the main district. It was just
Amazing.
bad communication on my side.
Yeah.
Raven told me to go ask you to get like a different district, and I'm like, we're already like a month in. I'm not gonna change now.
Would have been fine probably, but yeah, just
Yeah, well, we'll never know because it got
nuked.
I mean,
yeah,
I think the only district that matters was mine. I think that was the one that I think everyone was
yeah,
kind of
easy.
putting that.
That's
all
what
over
I'm
to.
saying. Back in Opportunity,
Are
the
you
only
lesbian or
district that
something? Why
mattered
aren't
was
you
my
talking to
one,
me?
the Mesa district.
Who was doing that? What was it? Sam?
Titanium cow is soundboarding. I am.
If you do that again, I will have you removed from this podcast.
Yeah, Iron Fist.
Oh,
The secret police returns,
Yeah, Nino's falling back to his old
banished to the
ways.
Foley room.
Spending too much time on Discord again.
True.
Kill him! Kill him!
And
Lots of
now.
questions go.
Murdoch, you have the next question.
Oh, I have a question.
You do.
Cringe.
Oh no.
Why is this a question? This
Because
was
it's
like a
it's
thing for
great
like
question.
2
It's such-
days.
It's the amazing question.
What is your relationship with the great axolotl?
no.
Lover,
Yeah, so
friend.
A while
Enemy.
ago, like these were the guys in Moss Bunkers, right?
Yes.
I don't know.
The fact that he doesn't even know. So
This is just a random thing that
No,
happened
no, no,
at
no.
like the start of
I
1.16.
can actually answer this question, sort of.
Actually, wow.
A couple things. Like recently, someone sent me like these screenshots of like the Bible, that like the Great Axolotl Church Bible and whatever. And apparently, I'm like the Antichrist in there or something.
Canonically
makes
Satan,
sense.
yes.
You're the
makes
Antichrist.
sense.
I
generally.
was not aware of this.
That makes sense. I'd do that.
Apparently, I had thoughts in the church or something. But yeah, well, I did spend a decent amount of time just in Moss Bunkers killing people. So
There was like a, like situation where there's like people under distress. They like go to religion.
another really funny thing. There was this like in on TG Earth in Vancouver. I think there was this little house. Like the guy was like writing deranged, paranoid, schizophrenic shit about me, like
Titanium cow.
on signs, like in the inside of his house, like, and Nino is always watching. I can hear him outside. He's never leaving. Like I just killed the guy twice or something, probably.
Yeah, what's
He
your
was like
thoughts on being like the devil?
it was like in horror games or something, like the shit you would see written in blood, like fucking Slenderman's hair.
Like the pages of Nino.
Pretty much.
Collect my pages.
Like my pages.
Yeah, but back to the axolotl guys. I also recently found out that those are the guys who planted like an infinite amount of spruce trees
Hmm?
right in the middle of prosperity.
Did that happen?
Yeah, it was just some idiot citizen. I made an announcement about that. Like, don't fucking do that because it was such a pain to get cleaned up. The tree feller not working properly, and like some of the trees like grew straight through houses.
As far as they grew, spruce doesn't normally like to go around blocks.
Yeah, weird, but also because like all the pods all spread like through the grass. It's
Yeah.
pretty fucking annoying.
Pulp was terrible there. Pulp used to always fucking build those giant trees like next to his house and was always cutting the pods all.
Yeah.
I just love the idea that you are Satan to an entire town of people who hate you and want you dead, and you don't find out until like 3 years later.
That's just the power.
hmm
Just
And the fact that it was like a separate instance from, for example, the United Nations, where I knew that I was like regarded as Satan and Hitler, and everyone wanted me dead and whatever.
It's really weird seeing the list that randos make of like the most evil people. Like DTI was seen as some weird like genocidal man for the start of like 1.17 or something.
but he
I
I'm
mean,
like, what the fuck
you
happened?
weren't wrong because like he was one of the like 3 people who was heavily raiding Moss Bunker.
DTI to me was like the rando who built ships. Like that man should not be a mass murderer.
But yeah, he was also mass murdering in
Yes.
Moss Bunkers, more than me probably.
Yeah, on
So,
TGF too. Like
yeah.
anytime I was online on TGF, just anytime in general, and DTI was also on, I constantly had to check my minimap and the sky just to see if he was flying around me, and I would
Oh,
just like
yeah.
randomly just like die because he shot me. And
You
I didn't know
were
he
a
was there.
rando in 1.17.
No,
1.16 was it?
this is TGF. This is 1.18.
Oh,
Uh,
that's worse.
I don't think I was a rando by 1.17, but
Who knows?
Yeah, sure.
Who's this guy again?
oh.
What the fuck is this?
You used to be a bedrocky, right?
I was.
Yeah,
I
yeah. Summer was
What
the
the fuck?
bedrocky, right next to like what was the pig? Shadow Pig
Shadow
1 or
Pig.
something.
Shadow Pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shadow Pig.
Nobody
was
ever
awesome.
saw the man, but he had the most amount of playtime.
Probably also like an Aussie or something.
Yeah,
I never saw him either.
I played on Bedrock.
You were never online.
Sure.
And I bought Java for the sole reason that I wanted to play with shaders, and that was it.
Yeah, that was.
Not because of
work
like
out?
the bedrock apartheid on the server.
Not because of
Yeah,
that.
not the racism.
I
Yeah.
bring this up way too often, but like I was publicly executed for my being.
It's
like
not
this.
racism if they're not.
I
people.
watched it happen. It was very funny.
This is what I'm saying, titaniumcow. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I keep forgetting Sirius is here.
Yeah.
Okay. That's insulting, Murdoch. Thank you.
Yeah, well, we're all drunk, so like.
That's
It's
not true.
just
I'm
you
definitely
and
not
Ted.
drunk right now.
You Ted are the only one here drinking.
Sure.
Drinking.
You would do it, but
American.
you're American.
Not
your
true.
state.
Yeah. What's the drinking age in Canada?
It changes
19.
province to province.
Except for
move.
Quebec. In Quebec, it's 18.
Why do you say Quebec?
Because that's how you say it. It's French. It's
It's
Quebec.
I think it's.
Quebec.
It's not Quebec. No, it's
Quebec.
not Quebec.
It's not
Quebecois.
I think
It's not
It's
Quebec.
Quebecois. It is
Quebec.
Quebecois.
I think it's
Quebec.
17 in Alberta.
Yeah.
And if you live next to Quebec, what you do is when you turn 18, you go to the border and you buy alcohol in Quebec 1 year early
Quebec.
legally.
I'm friends
Yeah.
with a Quebecy, and he keeps fucking just talking about how unique Quebec is and how they should be independent.
Oh, is it what's his
Right.
name?
I love
Is it the Frenchman?
Joe
A
Fenton.
Frenchman.
CFDL? Is it CFDL?
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
Ah.
He's also from Quebec. Remind you,
Yeah,
by the
he
way, that
is.
people
I can
from
fucking
Quebec.
tell.
It's a reminder for everybody that people from Quebec are, by definition, Latinx.
I
It's
said that
true,
like
actually.
a few days ago. It's great.
It's from the Americas, and they speak a Latin language. They
Yeah.
are
I
Latinx.
know. It's
Yeah,
so
true.
fucking funny.
Quebec X.
So,
Yeah.
Quebec. Ooh. Also, what was the question? What was the next question? What happened? What's the
Serious,
question?
you have the next question.
Excellent.
Next
Serious.
question. What are your thoughts on the assault of the ASS? I have to say we are in like the next like 10 questions where I don't know what anything means. So what is the assault on ASS? Explain like I'm 5.
What's
Okay,
the-
And
so
not drunk, which I'm not drunk by the way, but just explain to me like I'm not
you're
drunk.
not drunk.
I'll be drunk. For
No,
you.
I'm not.
The
Yeah, Murdoch will be
ASS
drunk for me.
was like it was like this coalition of shitty towns.
Another UN you destroyed.
No, this is a separate thing. It was like Avalon,
Another one.
Avalon. So it's like the new Newfoundlands or whatever.
Ah.
Slateport and Bacon. Sure, Bacon Town
Slateport.
1.17, whatever the fuck. But it was worth noting that these towns combined had like only a third, maybe a quarter of the citizens of Prosperity.
Like Namibia.
But they declared war, but there was PvP too, so there was no war, of course.
Really?
There's two
There is
separate
no
like
war in Bossing,
things.
sir.
Yeah.
There's two things I actually remember from this little incident.
No.
The first one being that in like the channels where like this declaration of war was announced, like the announcement channels in Avalon, for example, I ratioed the declarations of war because I also had speaking permissions in.
Why? Yeah. Why? Oh yeah, yeah. I was about to say, why did you have speaking missions in fucking Avalon? I remember this. Yeah.
That's kind of worms.
Yeah. Why would they war with? That seems like a weird
Yeah, so
collection of players.
I had a thing going on
How
with
did the
it.
war start? Is the question.
It's, they just felt like it, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good reason.
Um, the second thing I remember from this war that was some rando joined the Discord. He suggested like he submitted his giant wooden dick and balls.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
The fucking
Yeah,
town hall.
Yeah, he asked, can I build this? So I was like, yeah, sure, you can build
Yes.
this. I sent him the course of the main square of Bacon, sure. He actually started building there, so I was like, okay, nice that you're building and stuff, but I want you, I want to make 100% clear, if you build this, you will get banned.
Yeah, and then the mods like stood around and waiting for him to finish.
Yeah,
and
no,
then
but
banned him when he finished.
this guy knew. He was like, LMAO,
I know,
sure.
it's great. It was a fucking event.
He built it. There was this giant dick and balls on the main square. He got banned. He got removed, but it was
But
funny.
they waited. They did wait. The mods were like hovering around him like vultures.
I still have an infinite amount of respect for this man. They were like
That was
goat
great.
man or something.
Goat man.
Yeah, something like that.
Was Goat Man ever part of the council?
No,
No?
that she was never around. Like,
Built me a
Goat
mod.
is a woman?
yeah,
What the hell? Too many women. Too
she was disgusting.
True, that's what I'm saying.
She was like part of whatever. What's the space town called again? In
Aether?
1.14?
Aether.
Aether.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
thanks.
yes. Goat Man was big of Aether. Yeah, I remember now.
She was a mod,
one-
right? Like a
Yeah.
team
She was a
server
mod.
mod.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Aether was one of the ugliest towns in the history of the server.
No, Aether's
Guys,
fantastic. You were talking
Fucking
shit.
how do you on an ant island,
was-
right? And like every single block used in that build was dark oak.
It's dark oak and purple.
Oh, even worse. Thanks.
I made an application for Aether, and it was just like the most fucking garish, gigantic building I could think of.
I remember that, like with the big dome,
Yeah.
purple, gold
Purple.
maybe. Yeah, but
Yeah.
the place sucked. Like the only thing. Yeah, the one thing they were actually doing was like price gauging Elytra.
Yeah. Well,
Very
that was
annoying.
the, that was,
Elytra shop, Elytra price
it-
32 diamonds.
Yeah.
It was more of a cartel than a town.
well, they had farms. They were the farms town. That was their thing.
Did they actually have farms? Like
Yeah.
what did I have? Because I do not remember.
They just had that was their whole thing. They had farms, and that was it. You had exclusive rights to the farms if you're part of Aether, and then you had access to the farms, and Crystal was really cool.
Great, Crystal was cool though. That's true.
Yeah, I liked Crystal a lot. They-
Where was I? Oh yeah, the ass war. But yeah, it was just well. Besides
The
like
what?
the one funny dick and balls incident, it was not a
That's
war. There
right.
was no actual PvP. I went around the towns, tried to kill people. Nobody had PvP on, of course.
Yeah,
Just kinda-
average gentry member just like trying to hit every single person they see.
Yeah, that was actually me back there, but yeah, I just kind of
You're the gentry.
forgot about it. But I do feel like we definitely won.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we dealt them one actual blow and they did literally nothing. So
The Dick and Balls was the real winner.
Mathematically, we
True.
won this war.
Did they get rid of that? Like, was that ever like deleted?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, it
What
was.
did
Yeah,
the
it's
Loomis
full
fucking
tank.
messaging me about?
Ah.
Jesus.
I remember like Cheesy Bacon Bit saying like a month before the server shut down, like, yeah, we still got plans for this war. We're gonna strike prosperity, and then again, nothing happened.
But yeah, nothing much could happen.
I was like, one more thing. There was like an illegal tunnel built between Baconshire and like one of the houses of the council members in Prosperity. But
They like
what
built
was the
a
point?
house, but it was illegal, or like what?
No, it was actually an approved house. Like,
Damn.
my towns were so good that even my ops lived there. The fucking mosquito attacking me.
I thought you lived in like paradise. Why is there mosquitoes there?
Paradise with mosquitoes.
That's how
Fucking dog that attacks you every fucking day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
Some
like
fucking
making
paradise.
she's like making soft and barking noises in her sleep right now. She's dreaming
Bark, 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 bark.
about her
Dreaming
op.
about fucking killing me.
Titanium
Yeah.
cow, you got the next question.
City.
What?
You still on this planet?
Question.
Still conscious?
What the Serenity? What the fuck is Serenity?
What
What?
is Serenity? What
A very
is
good
that
question.
What is that?
Yeah, so
What
like
is Serenity.
DG died, then DGF happened. Probably there's no proof of this because nobody played.
Didn't real.
But it happened. I logged in once, went just followed the highway a bit out of spawn.
Didn't I convince you to join or something? No, that
Could
was when
be.
you came back. That was when you came back.
Came back which time?
I don't know. I'll find it. We don't have a fact checker.
It could be the next question.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
Yeah, Serenity. Just I built a dirt hut or something. I placed signs like basically like all my other times, like, yeah, but welcome to Serenity. It's like the sequel to let's just list my other towns. Current population 1. I got a couple other people to build shit boxes there, but there was a easy house made of gold blocks. There was like a house entirely made out of iron bars. There was a house carved out of a tree.
Cool.
Yeah,
Very
there was
cool.
I think it had like 7 people by the end. A very important big sequel to Prosperity.
Yeah, why is this one of the questions?
Because it's the sequel to the Prosperity, whatever.
Official sequel?
Official sequel.
Yeah, no, I declared that it's the official sequel. So yeah.
We're not pulling a Providence here.
We are talking about Providence next, though. Ninobf, what was Providence?
I went to TGF and I actually felt like building a town again.
Yeah, you had some time.
Yeah, yeah, the original plan was to like, because the Soup Council members urged me to like complain on there, like, yeah, your presence will bring activity and stuff. So I went there, was convinced to start a town, like share like equal power with a couple people. These couple people never logged onto the server, so I was left being the only person to run the town again. They did design some stuff like Murdoch with the church, Pope with the
What?
town hall with Raven.
Was there a church?
There was.
Well, okay,
I
your
got
church
married
was
there.
not
Because there was a
specifically.
wedding there.
Oh yeah,
It-
Saint Dominic. That's it.
Yeah, well, you didn't specifically design it for that. I was like, you just give me one of the like 30 church schematics you have laying around. I know
One
you
of
have.
the 900 churches.
Yeah. But yeah, well, Pope actually like made a town hall for like specifically for that.
Did we finish the garden in the town hall?
No.
Damn.
But yeah,
that
there
was
were a couple nice builds in there. It's I knew obviously that it was gonna be nowhere as big as my other towns because nobody played on the server. I think
Yeah.
probably had like 10 to 15 people by the end, which was already more than expected actually.
Most successful 2G spin-off.
Yeah.
True.
Antares?
Yeah, but
Unlike
like-
the
big.
BTF town where there were like 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, guys, let's join opportunity. What was it? What was it called? Lemuria. Let's join Lemuria.
Yeah, let's go. My favorite spin-off server, gang. Let's go.
Yeah, Ascendancy.
Ah,
The Ascendancy server's
Ascendancy
still on.
Bros.
I,
It is
Big
not,
Mike.
well, the Discord server is, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
assume.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
actually
Oh,
forgot
man.
to mention at the start of the podcast. This is the first. This is the last podcast, but also the first one and only one that is recording and will have an episode released when there is no TG server or spin-off online.
It's just
Okay, let's
nothing.
start the
Wow.
spin-off.
Where the
Let's
Linda
do it.
cat.
Twendle Wars. Twendle Wars.
And
Don't-
yeah,
don't worry.
it's unofficial. They say they
Don't
don't
worry.
really want to connect to TG
Yeah.
Earth, even though it is a
I'm
sequel
gonna-
to TG Earth. They
I'm
don't
gonna load
consider
up an
themselves
essential
doing
server right now. We're doing a spin-off podcast.
Turn off
Podcast
server.
it.
Turn
Right.
off
Yeah, we're doing the TG Media serve right now.
Does the archive
All
count?
of us.
The archive,
I mean, technically,
I'd say
not
it
really a spin-off.
counts, but like it's not really like a server. It's more just like a walkable picture.
Also, not really a spin-off because there's nothing new about it. It's just
It's
a
it's
replay.
more of a museum than like
Yeah.
a game.
Mm.
Also,
Yeah.
like as much as I think the TJ Media server idea would be cool, we are hour 2 into the podcast and we're still
Yeah.
not even like halfway done. We're talking
Last
Uh,
so many.
No, wait,
questions.
it's not that bad, right? We're like over halfway now, and I feel like if we've had some of the longer questions out of the way already, so
Yeah,
Also, This
okay.
is the last
Totally fine.
podcast. We need to milk it for every moment.
We
Mhm.
will get to
Yeah,
it
true.
after
split into at
questions.
least 3 episodes.
Uh,
Fucking
who asked the last question? That was Tit. So it's my turn to ask this
Yeah.
question. Ninobf, what was your favorite town out of each you led?
the dreaded question. It's
Yeah.
to choose between Curio and Soup.
Mm,
So
definitely.
Curio was the first one of my towns that was like genuinely mine. Like it wasn't just like mostly done by other people like this. Yeah, this one out of all of them, this was the one mostly orchestrated by me. I did a lot of builds there, like way more than in any of the other towns too. It wasn't the best looking, but I still think it looked really nice. Mosquitoes. Trying to-
Mosquito.
Yeah. I think it might have bitten me already, but yeah,
Too late.
it's yeah. No, I just really liked doing that one. I think it also helped that it on reset pretty quickly, like 4 months after we started. So yeah, like you're quitting while you're ahead, you know, like super direct on for 11 months, I think.
Too
Yeah,
long.
yeah, that's quite considerably longer. Which turned it into a drag and stuff. And then
I don't want to like jerk you off too much, but you would be really good in Germany in the 1940s. You're really good at cataloging people.
Alright.
it's a
Feel me?
Okay.
pretty important thing to mention. Yeah, 1940.
Specifically not.
It is definitely like 4 drinks down at this point.
It is so drunk that his camera has stopped working.
I don't.
It's
think
working
you
for
can-
me.
It's
It
working
works
for me too.
well.
No,
it's
it's like
working.
frozen for me.
No,
It's working.
I
It's
think
just
that's
you.
a issue on your side, Myrtle.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'm just being like corrupted.
I'm glad you're sitting down at the very least.
Nino, did the mosquitoes give you dengue fever?
I give the mosquitoes dengue fever.
I am the one who has dengue.
Anyway,
Uh,
Murdoch Radoshi, you have the next question.
But
Oh,
I
I
wasn't
go-
Oh,
quite done yet. But so
Wow.
yeah, Curiosity was great, of course, but Soup was definitely the biggest feat. Like it was, it's just so fucking huge. The town, so many just big projects. Most amount of people of any town by quite a lot too.
Yeah.
It was the best looking also.
The pinnacle.
Definitely not because it was the one I was least involved in regarding builds.
I just took your original plan of taking like a hands-off approach and letting the council members do their own thing.
But yeah, like you stayed at the server died while I was gone, but when when I was back, it's so much shit was added to the town. Like it grew like it was like at least twice as big as
Yeah,
when I
but
left.
nobody was in the town. It was just like council
Uh,
things.
I guess. There were like a couple extra skyscrapers. The Raven's whole thing was built.
Mm.
I might have killed a mosquito. I cannot see it. My light is off, so
Can't confirm the kill.
yeah. So yeah, I will hear if it's confirmed or not.
Bzzz.
How do you even have mosquitoes in
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm
Netherlands?
thinking.
Yeah, but it's fucking October. Why are there climate
What,
change?
are they like spooky? What does that
I
have?
had like a fruit fly in my room like 2 days ago.
We have a bit of a fruit
Because you
fly.
had fruit?
Well, we had a fruit fly infestation like 2 weeks ago, but I went on this like
Ugh.
ethnic cleansing spree
Yeah.
in my kitchen.
Serious,
And
like
it's like no
send them
considerably
off.
less now.
But you have like the Dutch East India Company, right? Still?
Is that still
Not
around?
anymore. We don't.
Damn.
Oh shit, yeah, that's true. But you get. Okay, never mind.
Really
Like
losing out on
that's like 400 years ago.
Wow.
Oh. Yeah, shit, that's true.
Murdoch,
But,
you have the next question.
Oh, why do I have those questions? Is there a difference between the town that you think looks the best and the town you had the best time running?
I sort of answered this
Yeah.
already. I had the most fun doing Curiosity. I think. Like, yeah, it still felt a bit more casual. It didn't drag on for as long as Soup did. Didn't look as good, obviously.
Why did Soup
Uh,
last like a year?
because well, the server. Yeah, it just
Because it
took
was
really fucking long
fun.
for them to reset.
It was so much fun.
Oh my god, it's so much fun.
Yeah, they really should have reset it sooner.
Get that shit out of here.
Anyway, serious. You have the next question.
Yeah.
Oh,
What is your favorite build you've made on the server? Your favorite, and also, what is your favorite build someone else has built?
My favorite build of my own making is gotta be my base in Curiosity. The
Obvious.
Chunga, so the big
slide.
quartz ice water slide tower. It's yeah, I still think I've done pretty well on that one.
Didn't
can't.
didn't Universe make like a YouTube video with that or Pyrofail maybe?
Probably
Uh,
Pyro.
one of those people, yes. Like
Yeah.
video of him
That
going down
was
the sky.
really a Sigma. Really
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
he
skip video of
Pyro
him to
failed.
do.
Mhm.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Also, the council tower in Prosperity, the one with like the big face on it with the Prosperity text, which Murdoch
the
made.
the fascist tower.
Yeah, yeah, I really like that thing. It looks cool. There's the train station inside.
Forcibly
And...
fashy.
Mhm. Regarding builds that other people built, I cannot choose between the Swag Cathedral and
No.
Pulp's Nether Hub in Prosperity. Should probably pull up pictures or something of
Yeah,
this
I
for the
think
cast.
Pulps might win just for the sheer fact of like seniority. Like he just had more time.
I spent so long trying to build that thing. It took forever.
Yeah,
It-
did
that-
that like
that
a
thing
ton of
was-
raw gold in it?
Yeah, yeah, raw gold, a lot of it.
That's awful. That's an
It
awful
was
lot.
important for the aesthetic. But yeah, that thing was so nice. Yeah, he really cooked with that one.
Hmm.
And of course the Swag Cathedral, which also had like the fun little flair of like having the swag like in the floor.
Hmm.
That was really cool.
What about the Curiosity Church that Murdoch built and it took fucking 5 days for us to build because the schematics were a fucking nightmare.
No, you just got that done really fast, and you had like 12 people. You
We had
cannot
three.
complain.
We
We
did
had three
not
people.
have 12 people. It was
You had like
me and
30
Nino and
people.
Gerbil City. It was the three of us, and I was complaining to Nino every fucking day in voice chat that I was working on.
Yeah,
I-
that was pretty agonizing. But the thing was, so like first Murdoch finished like the outer shell of the building, the facade. He sent us a schematic of that. We started building it. It was like pretty complicated for back then. Like compared to like the build in the later reset, it's simpler. But then he finished the interior, and like parts of like the newer schematic was a bunch of changes to the exterior, but like in a really weird, complicated way. That's
I
Half
don't
the
remember
box had
setting it in
physics on
parts.
them. It wasn't pleasant.
No, the thing was, the reason why it took so long was mostly just a skill issue by us, because if we use the layer mode, like you build one Y level, then you build the next, and you just keep stacking them
Yeah,
until you're
why would
finished.
you do layer mode, Icky?
From the moment I figured out how to do that, that's all I've done. It's just way better.
Right.
It's how I built the um the Swag Cathedral, which is a way larger build, but I was alone and I also did it in just a couple days.
Damn.
Like I'm pretty sure if I used this way of building for the Curiosity Cathedral, I could have done it in like 2 days or something alone.
We were building the Curio Park, and Zeg
Oh.
asked the mods if they could use easy plays, and Ethan got up on them, and then we immediately started using easy plays. That was really
You
funny.
using that also like saves an insane amount of time.
Yeah, like they were like the mods are like, no, you can't use easy plays, and then everyone was using easy plays. So I'm like, okay, very cool.
I actually didn't like. I was raidering the entire time, of course. So
I didn't. Yeah, you were right. Ah, wow, Ninobf the rules breaker using
true.
radar.
Yeah, but I actually didn't use easy plays until they allowed it in TGF, and holy shit, it's just so much nicer to build with it. Like I actually felt like immediately I felt like way more compelled to build shit because like the like annoying part of it was just made so much nicer.
I only used X-ray once in the entirety of TG, and it was used to spy on J-Bond.
I remember
Okay.
that.
Two questions. Well, two statements. One, I never cheated on TG. You guys have to
Yeah,
get on my
sure.
level. And
Sure.
two, has Tit died? He's like my Fortnite crashed, and I just see him. He's just like he's meditating right now.
It's just slumped over
Yeah,
on my
he's
screen.
he's cooked.
What he rapidly switched to be what happened? You were static, staring down for 1 minute straight, and then
He's locked in.
like it switched, and now he's awake. He's fine.
Yeah,
What
he's
the
just
fuck?
locked.
It's
Uh,
like
it's-
it's cutting on my screen. He's like slumped over currently on like the corner of my
no,
screen.
he was
That's
lumped
fucked
over
up.
for a minute straight. I was just watching him unmoving. I thought he was dead, quite frankly.
Okay, I
But-
claim the next question because of bias.
Okay, before that,
Nino,
Murdoch, I did forget to ask a
what?
question that I wanted to ask earlier, but I
Yeah.
forgot to add it, so I
Yeah,
fucked up.
yeah.
Ninobf, what was your
Mhm.
favorite district in Prosperity?
Yo.
Okay, I know what you want me to say, and I will not say it because it's not true.
Fuck you.
I'd say it's true.
I want to say none of them.
They were all kind of.
Not even Murdoch's district?
Nah, there was fucking.
No.
It was so unfinished, and I had to like. I was building like 12 hours behind what was needed.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like I had way more planned out for my modern district. Which could have been
buildings.
it could have been absolute peak if I went on and like actually built more of it, found more people to build. Like one of the big problems was I I was giving away these like building schematics. A couple people claimed them, and they're like, yeah, I'll build it soon, man. Trust me. And then they didn't. Or like there were at least 2 of them that like have built it. Then they disappeared.
Oh.
But like, and then I've approached them like, yeah, you planning on finishing this like any time ever?
No.
They're like, yeah, sure, man, trust me. Of course they didn't, so there's finished buildings.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
if I used Easy Placer, I could have just like logged in and built the entire district in a week. Like it's all just concrete. It's so easy to mass produce.
Concrete actually easy to make.
It's so easy to make.
Damn.
It kinda depends on what dye you're using, but like
What?
it's all sand and gravel. You can just instant mine it.
Boys, but then you gotta put water on it, and then it's like gross.
Mm. Now there's a very easy trick where you can just like you have this certain setup where you just hold both of your mouse buttons or just put a weight on your key or something, and it just converts all of it by itself. You can AFK.
Yeah, you didn't cheat, but you did that. It's like real life cheating.
Yeah, I actually held down my mouse, so no.
Wow, he didn't even do that.
Also, in some situations, you can just stack the concrete and like pour water over it afterwards. Like just
Does moving water work?
it depends. Like
Oh.
if you have like straight vertical columns of concrete, you can just place all of the like concrete powder, pour water over it. It's way faster.
Oh, I didn't realize moving water could work. I thought it was only source blocks.
No, it's also moving water, but the problem is, in a lot of places you just can't do that because it's gonna fall down.
Yar. Next question.
Yes,
Uh,
next question.
Yes, important question. Murdoch asked this, but we got derailed. Who do you think was the best builder on the server?
Difficult.
No, it's not. I support
Okay, who was
entire
the
biases.
worst
all-
builder
all-
on the
all-
server?
That's a better question. That is a better question.
Yeah, okay,
Um,
Pulp done best builder. Who is the worst builder by far?
Oh, done. Man just chose for
Serious, you suck at building. Tit, you
True.
suck at
Nah.
building.
Serious won
No.
our build battle.
I did. I
What?
legitimately did. Murdoch and I played build battle. I think like 3 or 4 times together, and I won at least half of those times. So
Yeah, I
over
better than
him.
nobody.
So
Reminder that's build battle is like the worst possible judge of building quality you can use.
Oh yeah, they're
sure
all
thing,
awful.
buddy. Sure thing.
Mm.
You're just upset that the people love what I build.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
just mad because we're still banned from Hypixel.
Are you banned from Hypixel?
The thing was, I changed my Minecraft password at some point, and apparently the game thought my account was compromised or something. As soon as Hypixel realizes this, they like IP ban your account,
Wow.
and they have you like fill in an appeal where you just say, "Yeah, my account was fucked. Now it's not." And you have to wait a month, and then you can come back.
Icky. That's
I
But
thought you were telling me that you got banned for saying the hard R at one point. What are you talking about?
okay. No,
yeah,
but yeah, the thing is,
No
hungry.
fact checker anymore. I can say whatever I want.
I do not even
Yeah, you're fact
nearly
checker.
care enough about Hypixel to bother with that and then wait a month. I don't like mini games. I do not care about Skyblock. Yeah,
Hungry
no,
artist and their consequences on TG.
Hypixel Skyblock sucks. Play Minecraft instead.
Yeah, you're 10,000 hours on Minecraft.
Almost 2,000, I think.
That's bad. I was joking.
That's still not good.
Switch it up.
We
Yeah,
can get into it
it's-
later because we gotta continue the podcast because we're now 2 hours and a half in.
Yeah, last
Submadoge
podcast.
is tilting.
we could talk about it at the end, but
We're nearly ended. We're nearly at the end.
Dude,
We're
we
nearly
still
at
have
the end.
all of the audience questions to get through.
We're
Murdoch, you
nearly
have the
at
next
the end.
question. You have the next question, Murdoch.
what are your thoughts on the end of TG, the final day?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You-
that's about as good as it gets.
Usually when like a big thing happens, people like get on the hate bandwagon, flip out, and like a way that in retrospect wasn't quite right, but this is an exception. Yeah, no, they were just fucked us over for God knows what
Shit,
reason.
wasn't the Vilhu like announcement? It was like, I've gone off my meds. You're trying to.
That wasn't in the announcements, but that was in the Teenagers Gaming Transparency document.
What?
Ah,
The cheese
That's
addict
right.
one.
Yeah,
No,
the cheese
yeah,
addict
Flicks
document. Yeah,
said
yeah,
that.
yeah. Was it
That was
Flick or was it
that was
Cheese
good.
Addict? Because they both had
Okay.
fucking documents that came out.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
Flick came on like a few months after and like told
did
their
you
side.
you're saying he was off his meds or something, and that's why or
Yeah,
am
yeah,
I
he's
missing?
Partially, yeah.
because like some of the
Jeez.
mods were arguing with him, like, hey, maybe you shouldn't shut down TG. And he was like, don't fucking talk to me that way. I am not asking for your opinion. I'm glad I'm off my
I
meds,
am
so I
God
can no
King.
longer feel emotions to make this decision.
Okay, so Phil confirmed as like borderline or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Fun.
Yeah,
That explains a lot, actually.
He was
Yeah.
definitely a little maybe insane.
Also,
I remember when
He was
Vilhu
the
was
team
like,
lead
team
of all
surf mod.
time.
Yeah, most mentally healthy teen surf mod.
Yeah.
Vilhu was liked at the start because he actually played the server on like Karo.
Yeah, I remember him being on the server in 1.15. I remember like, oh, that's a guy that I've seen.
Like, wow, that's the dude.
I lied to
Yeah.
people about that a lot though. I spread the lie for years that Vilhu was at the Swag Awards, and then I watched over the entire footage of the Swag Awards, and it was fucking
Didn't I
Daskaper.
tell you that he wasn't there?
It was just Daskaper. It was
Yeah.
not Vilhu. He did not show up for that. But I kept
Yeah,
telling
this-
people he was there.
I just liked Phil
Why
before
would you-
it's cool.
Yeah, hipster.
Vilhu
Yeah,
was
it
in
was like he was modding the it was like actually modding the Minecraft server for a bit, and on Soup Faction, I log on, I see the base is like riddled with holes.
Oh.
He was in my
I
faction on TG Earth in Kalmar Union.
Damn.
yeah, but I log on, like the entire Soup base is fucked. There's holes everywhere. Nothing was missing from the chest that we didn't like actually get raided. So I make a report to figure out who did this because I sure as hell knew this wasn't the United Nations because they are not
These
capable
guys
of
are
anything.
fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, they tried to blast into the base once, but they choose like the exact one part that was super reinforced against being blasted through. They spent they must have spent like, countless hours grinding explosives to get through that, and they didn't even get halfway through. Where like
Wasn't
a
this made
faction
of
of
bubble?
no, like the top was reinforced with obsidian, and that was the one part they tried to get through. They got about halfway through, where like a fraction of the amount of explosives they used would have been enough to get through anywhere else, basically. But anyways, I make a report because somebody like griefed our base, and it did not seem legitimate to me. Turns out it wasn't. Like some guy from an allied faction went over and destroyed a bunch of stuff, which
Wait,
is
could
not
you
allowed by the
clarify?
server rules.
What?
Yeah, no, you can't grieve allied factions.
I had that happen, and I just kind of said,
Yeah.
"Oh well, suck shit," and then I left.
It's not allowed. So Phil came to check it out. Told me who did it. He rolled it back. He said, yeah, yeah. I just rolled back like 20k blocks, which is
Oh.
which is like worth 2 permaban. So I asked him, okay, are you gonna ban this asshole? He's like, nah. He logs off. Like that's a thing you can
Damn.
just do apparently.
Yeah, didn't someone like grief a bunch of shit, but only specifically just on the border of a ban? It was like
Pretty
an
smart.
hourglass. They made an hourglass like in the middle of some fucking town, and it was just barely on the edge of like a major griefing ban.
That's pretty cool. I've not heard about this, but
Ah,
sounds
I'll have
nice.
to find it. I'll find it later.
Anyway, titaniumcow, you the next question.
Yippee.
Nice question. What's your thoughts on TGF and the way it ended?
Did it end?
It's not officially, but
Did it ever begin?
the servers went down
start?
in like June, and it's
Oh yeah,
October, and
CHS exploded.
they're not back on, and I don't think they're
Yeah,
ever
'cause-
turning back on.
Yeah,
So
it was
how
actually
does
like
it
sort of active for a bit. Like at some point we had like 20 or 25 players, so which is huge for TGF.
Huge.
And like the upstream server host or whatever, like their server like physically caught on fire or something. So they're like, yeah, we'll get back to you shortly, and then it was down for like a month. It got back up. Nobody felt like playing anymore. Kind of just settled out, and then like I think like something similar happened again, but nobody cared anymore. So
No,
Yeah.
the host
yeah,
went
it's
bankrupt.
it was fun
Yeah.
for a bit, but
Yeah, didn't the host just like delete the server and then just kind of said suck shit and then left?
Yeah, they went
Yeah,
bankrupt,
something like that.
so they're just gone permanently. That's no longer a business.
incredible.
It's fun.
But yeah, like the TGF of course wasn't as important as TG or TGN, so just
What are you
that's a big
saying?
deal that it just exploded.
That leads perfectly into the next question, which I'm perfectly qualified to ask. BF, TGN or TG?
What does
TG.
that even mean? TG.
Wait, which one do you prefer? But yeah, no, it's TG. It's 100% TG.
I
So,
love
like,
TGN. I love
I have like of course fond memories of TGN. It was fun there. Met a bunch of great people, a bunch of less great people, like serious.
Yeah, true. Pablo
best.
Self Needs channel.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but just in general, I did way more stuff on TG. Had more fun, less shitty moments, more good moments. Also met a bunch of cool people.
Am I
Yeah,
cool
it's,
people?
it's TG without a doubt.
Yeah, name some cool people.
I have to think about that.
And keep
No.
struggling. He
Yeah,
can't say
not-
anyone else in here. He can't say Murdoch. He can't say
No, nobody in
Titanium
here is
Cow.
a cool person. We're on the TG podcast.
That's so true.
Yeah,
Actually, I didn't think
Final
about
TG
part
that.
where I
podcast,
do like
though.
shout outs to people or something.
Yeah,
Do
shout out to
we-
Wizardo.
Yeah, sure. Like, he's a chill guy. Shout out to Wizard. Shout out to
Wizardo.
everybody else
Shout
who
out
was
Wazada, the
on,
one
my
valid Polish
account.
man.
Everybody
Wizardo
accepts.
Polish?
He is Polish.
Yeah,
I
he
think
is.
so.
I retract my shout out.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what do you have
He's a
against
super
Yeah.
OG too. Like he was already established member when I joined Red Dog.
Yeah, isn't Firespace going on like his 10-year anniversary or something?
Yeah, he's like besides Minor, maybe like the person who's been around the longest now.
Is Miner still around?
Probably on the
I don't
TGN
know.
server.
Yeah,
The
I
very
don't
existing
go there.
TGN
The,
server.
the guy was like 35 by now or something.
Yeah, like I think he was older than NSA. Like I'm confident that he was older than NSA. Like that guy's fucking old. Like he's got to be 30 by now.
Yeah.
NSA is like middle aged.
NSA is like 26. That's not that old.
That's really fucked up, by the way. That there
Aren't
are
you
like
26?
people.
One of my teachers is 26.
There's people who were 19 years old when they joined TGN who are like approaching 30 now.
That's evil.
Mm.
I was 16 when I joined. How old were you when you joined Ninobf?
I was also 16.
Damn.
He said that earlier in this episode. Come on,
I
wasn't
Murdoch, have some
listening.
continuity.
I'm
Yeah,
like
You weren't the
12
one who was
shots
drinking
down.
this episode.
He is
Come on.
drinking
12
this
shots down.
episode.
I'll
I was
send you
like
a
3
photo
months
of-
away. Yeah, 3 months away from turning 17.
I've got a
No.
liter of gin in front of me. You can't say anything.
Yeah, Tid has the fucking Viking Fjord ice shot, which is like the most like racist
How do you know that?
Norwegian.
How do you know that?
You literally
showed
picked
us
it up
the-
and showed it at the camera like 6
I'm
times.
surprised you remember what it said.
Okay.
Because like it sounds like so racist to Norwegian people to call an alcohol Viking Fjord ice shot.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the most Norwegian name.
Yeah.
That's
Norway.
an
I'm pretty
American
sure
would
it's
name
from
the region.
Finland.
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 Noita.
Noita, yeah.
Do we want to
Yeah.
shout? Oh, I want to shout out to Lil Wargan. I don't know if anybody remembers him. He's the guy who deleted the
No
Red
idea.
Dog Discord over an argument about a banana. He's the
Isn't
guy.
he
uh,
also
yeah,
married?
Yeah, he's like a trad cat or something. He's like an ironic monarchist. I think
Oh,
he proposed to his girlfriend at 17.
I think I've
Oh,
heard
yeah,
of
brother.
She accepted, but then he deleted the Red Dog Discord over an argument about a banana, so I have not heard from it since.
Was it like? Did they just What was the disagreement over the banana?
Um,
Don't remember.
I do
Like,
not.
was it an escalation, or was it just like, was
No,
the
I
banana
don't-
the reason?
I don't think it was that much of an escalation. I should ask Pixella. He was like actually part of that.
The banana that broke the camel's
I'm
back.
gonna
Yeah,
ask
like it
him.
didn't. Yeah, it didn't like go from a banana to like murdering of children. It was just a banana, and it's like this needs to end. Questions forecast, audience questions.
Okay, yeah, I will say a couple things first of all. Murdoch, I know you had a question. You said like just before the podcast started you wanted to ask. If you wanted to go
No.
with that, no, okay.
Did I? What question? What was the question? Was
On
it the-
the council
He's
members.
so drunk he can't remember.
Oh, was that actually a
Oh,
question?
right.
Okay.
I don't know if that's an actual question you want to go through with.
Ninobf, you need to now name every single council member that has been part of every single Nino Town council in order.
Sintra or no Sintra?
I can't fact
Yes,
check that.
yes, Count Sintra. I can fact check it. Bomo isn't here, but I can fact check it.
Add Sintra.
Okay, starting with Oppo, there's
I wasn't even
not
paying attention.
technically Smack. Like he was town leader, but then he left when I became leader. It wasn't actually on the council. So there was Pixella, there was Prot 5, Char, Bobby,
Oh.
Fox, right? Yeah. Prot 5 was on the council.
Prot and Fox.
Prot
damn.
5, notably fucking dead, as
Yeah.
in the words of Theo Gilly.
Uga was like de facto on the council, I think.
Aga, that's what it was. That was
Okay.
the dude that got banned for joining on his alt, but he didn't mean to join. It was
Oh,
Aga.
that sounds like an Uga thing.
That,
Maybe.
that,
Yeah, it was
that is
Archer,
Uga
wasn't it?
behavior, actually.
Archer,
yeah.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Okay, Sintra had me, Wisgoa, Sternburn, Gerbil City, Samantha Owo, wasn't Cello.
Oh yeah, Sam was a teacher.
Cello in a box?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Shadow Wolf. I'm like, what?
No, no Shadow.
No, Shadow Wolf.
Serious, were you on there? No, right?
The fact that you have to ask, yes, I was. That's how the serious coups began. I got in on nepotism.
Are you silliest, Romeo?
That was the
I
beginning
am.
of the end.
Okay,
Yeah, that was when he fucked up.
Curiosity had
This is the real challenge because he had a bunch of random like 2 week 2 week council members.
it wasn't that. Well, we had you, Murdoch.
Hope so.
Um,
I was in Clay Hills when you asked me to join.
yeah. Oh, you were also from there. Yeah, like I recruited you and I recruited Raven from there.
No. I joined as a citizen and then I joined Clay Hills because Jax asked me to join Clay Hills and then you asked me to be council after. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, one of the rare decent builders. We had raised the bar, of course.
Yes. Yeah.
We had
Mountain District on top.
Mhm.
Serious.
He is.
We had
Waterside District.
we had Ghosty.
Yeah. Oriental.
Did we? I don't think Raven was quite on the council. Like he built some stuff and he wasn't on the
Raven
council.
was docks. Raven was on the docks.
Oh, he did end up getting that in the end.
Yeah, right
that
near
was
the
that
end.
was late 1.16.
Yeah.
1.15.
15.
Oh, but 15.
Come on, Murdoch. Come on, champ.
14, 15, the same thing.
Not Gerbil City. She was not actually on the council there.
Yeah, it's
No,
kind of
sir.
nepotism higher.
I feel like I'm missing one person. From curiosity.
Was Ultra a council member or just
No,
always
I
around?
don't know.
Always around.
I can't remember if it was like Zeg and Biotic. I don't know if they were 1.16 or 1.15.
16.
When was
Thanks for
Bomo
mentioning
council
those, but
member?
I would have
Bomo,
said 16.
Bomo got the mall. Was Bomo council
Almost
member with the
council
mall?
rep. No, that came in 1.16.
Was that?
No, there was the
No,
Bomo Cup Mall
no.
in Curiosity,
yeah, the
though.
the big mall, Bomo Cup Mall.
He pays me very poorly to build that for him. But like I was mostly doing it like for the love of the game, you know. But then
For
he
the
like
love of the grind.
yeah, but then like okay, he's offering me some money, I might as well take it because otherwise I was gonna just build it for free anyways.
So great.
But
Just
like if you work like from the notion that he like commissioned me to build it, yeah, it was a massive scam. But I was gonna do it anyway, so might as well.
Actually, I don't have a list of council members, so I've got absolutely no idea if you're correct or not.
Just
I-
raw
I
dog
think
English,
it-
just like our memory as well.
If
Yeah.
you go like you can find all of this in the Curiosity Discord
yeah.
announcement.
I have to go to the announcement.
You want to dig?
Look for. Yeah, I'll be fact checker.
Superiority. Well, me, Raven, Bulb, Murdoch, Zach, Biotic, Skizzy. Technically, no, not raised the bar. Actually, he was demoted to just Discord
He
admin.
left. No, Cyanogen wasn't a 1.14 like mod. He built a few farms and the big dog, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't quite. Was he?
I don't know.
Was he?
We'll have to go back.
I think he was on the Soup Council, but briefly.
I know you're missing at least one council member on Soup.
Ancient Blade.
I think that's the one
Yeah,
I was
Ancient-
thinking of.
Yeah, Ancient's like weird district. That was like cool as hell.
I liked it.
Yeah, because that's where
I know
my
people
build was.
didn't, but I liked it.
Did I the
Wasn't
little,
it the
like,
one with the
bookshelf?
carrot tower in it?
Both?
Yes.
It had
Yeah,
a tower
the
and
two
looked like a
carrot
carrot.
And did the Golden Carrot Tower.
Yeah.
And the weird spaceship thing.
Oh yeah, it's transportation.
Mm.
It's
No,
mental.
Cyanogen was a council member. He came in when you left for like 3 days during Curio.
Yeah.
He took over the modern district. I knew he was a council member.
Nice.
Man.
Soup faction.
The Soup
Well,
faction even counts?
Was there a council?
Was there a council
Yes.
faction?
Okay, so first it was like co-owned between me and Jor. Then we both quit. Like it was Chica, Biotic, Ancient Blade who kind of took over and like went into maintenance mode. Just kind of kept up energy to make sure the faction wasn't griefed. Then when we had our little resurgence, we had 5 or 6 people who kind of just like we didn't have like a hierarchy or something. We kind of just did things, which was fine because like there wasn't any like major decision making that had to be done. We kind of just went around and killed people. But it was me, Chica, Ancient, Biotic, Zagmaster, Sokang, sort of. Like
Yeah.
she was there, but she was not as involved.
Wasn't she part of Brazil?
Yeah, but Brazil was disbanded by then.
Ah.
Yeah, Jor was also back briefly, I think. Prosperity. It's a longer list if you want to count the advisory council, but I'm going to try. Let's first
We're
the
not gonna
actual.
do advisory. That's so many randos.
I want to try, but first it was started with Bomo, but he had to resign too early because he had school stuff going on. There's Murdoch, of course. Bob, Raven, me. Then when there was I call the sub districts and shit, and the advisory council, which was Submadoge,
Yay!
Mobzillas. Yeah. Oh, I had mosquito. I almost fucking got it.
Yeah.
So it
Oh.
it was who else was on there? I think Cyanogen was on there. Chrissy was there.
Cyanogen
Chris.
wasn't. I'm looking at the list. It's a long list.
Why do you have a list?
It's
Why
on the
did you make
wiki.
the list?
It's just one on the
announcement.
wiki.
Oh.
It's such a long list.
Aiden maybe. Aiden swear.
It was on
Aiden
like
was there?
on the advisory, yeah.
I could just start off someone and immediately forgot again.
I'd like to state that I made the template for the town wiki, technically.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, who else was there? I'm definitely missing a bunch of people.
There's so
Oh,
many
there's
people
like
there.
30 of them.
Ancient was like demoted to advisory council, I think.
He's
But by request.
He's not on this list, but I won't doubt
No?
you.
I think that.
Oh no, I know. He stuck around as Discord admin. Like he left the council, was still on advisory, but he was Discord admin. Yeah, like a bunch of more people, but I think I listed all of the ones that like actually decently contribute. Summer Smooth
Summer Spoons is on there, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Jira.
did a lot of building. They're very great guy person.
Hmm
I don't know.
Pretty cool. Like Jira.
There's people on this list I've never heard of before.
Oh, give me some
You just
names.
list
What
them,
are
see
on
what
the
I
list?
missed. Because I've had for everybody who matters, I think.
There's Aiden Swag,
Vice
Grantolf.
Isn't
who?
Grantolf.
Oh, Grant
Grant-
It's like
yeah,
some
I-
super rando that's Raven brought in and he built
Yeah.
stuff.
Brentol was like the weird. He like played a lot, but he didn't really do anything.
He helped a lot with Raven's district and
Yeah.
some with Bob's district.
There's also Electra Drake.
I mentioned
you,
her.
Oh,
Xcod Status, Mobzilla.
was
Oh.
Electric part of the.
Yeah, Electra was on there
This
for a
is-
bit.
This is not a good list.
There's Sigma Turbine, the Skizzly,
Oh, Sigma.
Son of the
Skiz-
Mize.
The guy I
You know what?
fucking missed the mice. He's like
You
one of the most
forgot the mice.
shit.
There's
Yeah,
me.
and-
Summer
Sorry if you're
Spoons.
listening, mate, but the mice, like, out of all the people who never made it onto the council, the mice was probably like the biggest contributor to all of my towns with like all his farms and stuff.
Didn't we ask Demise and Demise didn't say yes or something?
Oh. Well, he was there to just like send us links of the farms we should be building.
Yeah, he
That-
stayed as
that's
like
what
a
he did.
farm thing, and then he joined that other technical server and like started going on that more.
Yeah, he was also like the main. Oh, a Nude. He was a advisory council. Shout Nude.
Mhm, it's also there.
Yeah, like-
was now playing in 1.6, like 1.17.
Nude and the mice were like the big two people orchestrating the soup flooding in Anarchy.
That.
I did the math on that. We like flooded 0.1% of the entire overworld.
That is a large chunk.
Let me see if I can find the stats. I think it was 17,000 counts of extreme griefing.
Ugh.
But there
It's
was
like,
there was also the Whatnot, Christie, Zeg, and like you said, Zhao. Those are the last few.
Whatnot. I
Wait.
learned who Whatnot was a few weeks ago. 2
2
months
weeks
ago.
ago.
Oh yeah, what not?
Yeah,
No,
didn't realize who
I
that was.
fact checked myself. It was 74,000 extreme griefing
That's
bans.
too many.
It was an estimated 74 million blocks of water placed.
The greatest griefer in TG history.
Yeah.
Also, I did want to mention
It was enough water to cover a fifth of the entire overworld in one layer of water.
Jesus.
Fucking insane. Well, yeah.
I did
Wait,
want to
then-
mention we are now 7 minutes over the longest podcast we've ever released.
Okay, but like we
And
did
we,
much
and we
more,
have not
so-
gotten to audience
No.
questions yet.
That just
Yeah,
means we're doing well.
See,
No, but there's
That's
not
true.
that many audience questions compared to.
Yeah, but we're approaching the third hour of the podcast.
Yeah, but like, come on, you have time.
No one's
Deal with it.
watching this.
I woke up at 6. I woke up at technically 1 a.m. for this, and I was like drifting in and out of consciousness for 4 hours.
I have no idea who asked the last question. Murdoch, you asked the next question.
Fine. Where even are the
Oh wait,
questions?
I forgot to mention. Yeah, that's the end of my questions today for the podcast. We're now moving into the audience question section, which are questions asked by you, the two people here.
Ninobf. Does horse rhyme with sauce?
That's not one of the questions, but okay.
Doesn't System of a Down rhyme those two?
It does rhyme.
Yeah, I believe it rhymes.
Yeah, okay. So we have the correct answer. Horse rhymes with sauce.
Mhm.
When will your dog grow big enough to eat you, Ninobf? When's it gonna happen?
Any moment. I fear for my life every time.
Living in
she's
constant
close to me.
fear.
She's always she's like laying on her back. It's very cute.
I want to ask the next question, Submadoge. Is that okay?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Before I do that, I quickly have to ask a question that Lumus Fire just sent in to me personally by DMs.
What?
Oh
He
my God.
asked me, when does your date with Nino end? So I don't know what answer I'll give him, but I just feel like I need to raise that. But also, Nina BF, what is the meaning of life?
To me, the meaning of life is when you go home and there's pets waiting for you.
Damn.
Like,
Deep.
yeah, just like
Bats?
when
Like
I'm-
the fucking...
yeah, just like a swarm of thousands of bats in my room every day when I go home.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's life, baby. Play the Frank Sinatra song.
That's
Uh,
fucked up.
Fly me to the moon.
No, that's life, you know? That's life.
That's life.
The
That's
song
life?
that Joker 2 ends on. Remember? Nino and I watched that movie in theaters.
Yeah, we went in to the cinema. And that's so
Joker French title?
Yeah. Joker French title, but in the Netherlands, it wasn't in French. It was Joker the Twofold Film. So we went to go watch that in theaters
Yeah,
together.
why is the title in French? Is that like, am I watching like a French version, or is that just what they
No,
do?
it's
The-
just
the-
what they
the
call it because
reason.
folie à deux is a French term about like imposter syndrome or something.
Oh, I thought it was just the French word for part 2.
It means it's twofold or something. But
So yeah, it
and
is part 2.
I feel like Joaquin Phoenix, the actor, like to like get into the method acting of the Joker to truly like
Meth?
embody this insane spirit he had to
Wow.
live back for a day.
Joaquin. Joaquin 2.
What shut the fuck up.
True. Hawk to a
Ah.
phoenix. That's what I'm saying.
I have a question.
Awful. You have
How
a question?
I have a question. How did we go this long without anybody making a Hawk Tour joke? We were doing a podcast for God's sake.
I was just, it was
Yeah,
just
true.
all- that's
Welcome
awful.
back.
Like,
I
it's
just
genuinely
want to
impressive.
talk to her. That's all I'm
Such a
saying.
It's a shit joke. I don't know how it ever like became popular.
Have you considered Murdoch spitting on that thing?
That's hard. Please stop talking. Can we kill Sirius?
You said horrid, like that's hard. Your
That's
Australian
horrid.
accent
Yeah.
prevents you from saying words correctly.
But,
That's
as,
horrid,
as,
mate.
as I was saying, like, an actual answer for me, yeah, it's the meaning of life is when you go home, your pets are waiting for you. Like, when I walk up the stairs to my front door, one of my cats is always like sitting at the top.
Wait, are you saying your cats?
Yeah, one of my cats.
Okay, I was
It's just-
thinking between parents, bats, and bed.
What the fuck?
Like,
I don't know which of these would be more
I,
disturbing.
Yeah.
I had no idea what you were saying.
I'm
G-
still...
g- yeah, I go home and I get carried away by a swarm of bats every day.
That's still gonna be my.
No, but yeah. So I go home. One of my cats is always sitting on the top of the stairs. The other one is always sleeping in the closet, like at
Just
the
like you.
entry. It's a serious note. Like the cat's always there.
Pussy.
And then
Yo,
when
your
I get
cat's in
into
the
the
closet.
house,
That's just fuck, dude. What the fuck?
Woke cat.
mm, yeah, and then when I actually get into the house, there's the little puppy that always jumps up at me. And she's
Puppy.
every
That is
time
not
like
a puppy.
without exception, she's like
Creeper.
acting like the happiest a dog could ever be because I was gone for a couple hours. Like and
You're
come
gone
back,
for
she's
like 7 dog hours.
yeah,
What about like the?
chill, but it's nice to come back to that.
What about the?
And then the other meaning of life is when you go home and there's a treat waiting for you.
My boss.
A nice drink or a snack or something.
Go
Ooh.
Fluffle.
What sort of
Something to
drink do
look
you
forward
like?
to. Red Bull.
Of course. Okay.
And he has no taste whatsoever.
The most romantic of drinks. The most,
No,
like,
it's I succumbed to the Max Verstappen Red Bull marketing.
the
It's because
quenchiest of drinks.
it's because I'm Dutch.
It's got
Also,
what he likes.
they got these like American Mountain Dews. One of the like local grocery stores imported
What?
them recently, so I get those.
What's the difference between an American Mountain Dew and a European Mountain Dew?
For as long as I've known, we've only had 2 flavors. They have like 25.
The,
Oh, like a different flavor of Mountain.
the
yeah.
difference is that one is from the dew of the Appalachians and the other's from the dew of the Rockies.
True. But it's not the
Aren't
ones
those
you'd
both
expect for each
American?
region.
Oh shit! Fuck! What the hell is
The Swiss
Fine.
Alps, maybe
Swiss
you were
Alps,
trying to say
fine.
Submadoge?
No.
Oh,
So wrong.
Yeah.
awkward.
Outrage.
So
Average
awkward for you,
American
buddy.
geography.
Okay. So Mountain Rage that starts with A and contains a P right after that,
It's from
and
the
also
Caucasus.
has an
The
L in there.
Apennines.
The
It's Caucasian
the-
Dew.
The Apennines. But no the European Mountain Dews they harvest it straight from the North Sea.
True.
And that may make sense, like being like pretty much the most polluted sea in the world.
Yeah,
It's
that's just what Mountain Dew is.
pretty
It's like
much.
the North Sea.
I don't think I've ever gone to like a mountain where like the dew from it is a neon green.
Well,
Have
you're,
you been to
you're not going
Chernobyl?
to the right mountain, Subma. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you need to go to the Caucasus, Pripyat.
Yeah, that would probably not be the greatest
White
colors.
white people do. Hyperborea do. That's awful. Next
Puppy and
question.
do.
Titanium cow. What is the next question?
It's not here.
Dude,
What's the next question?
how much have you drank?
I think
What's the best giveaway giveaway to Rich?
what the fuck was any of that?
Okay.
Going
is-
fantastically
This is an
good.
audio. This is an audio like medium tit. You need to be understandable.
Okay. What's
I
the
can-
best Ray?
Thanks.
Can you do it for me?
Nino,
Fuck, man.
just go read your own question, Nino. It's your
What's the
turn.
best way
What's
to
the
get
best
rich?
way to get rich?
Perfect.
If I told you guys it wouldn't work anymore. Anyways, invest in my cryptocurrency. It's super cool.
True.
Ooh, yeah, that's
Nino
that works.
coin.
Dead,
Wink
dead
coin.
bush.
No, that bush is not funny. That never was.
It never was, but that's what made it funny is how like fucking garbage it was.
No, yeah, but it was like there's Haktua not funny where it's like actually funny, but there's also Dead Bush unfunny where it's actually unfunny.
Dead bush was too big for how like used it was.
I remember we got our drugs that we sold 1.16 in the cartel.
Yeah, the cartel.
Like
It was forced.
2/3 of our profits were diamond, and like the other third was like either dead bush or fern, and we could not use any in any
Oh
of
yeah,
those.
yeah, the crypto wars. That was
Yo,
awful.
I
only
remember
the
on 113 when
OGs.
Famskis made Bitcoin on TGN and it somehow worked. Like he somehow made profit. It was insane.
I think I remember.
Only
hearing about that.
OGs are gonna remember Dimden Coin.
Dimding,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Swag
yeah,
and Dim Dum.
I remember Dim
What?
Coin.
Did I have a question? You wanna buy a TV?
Want to buy a TV?
Wanna buy a TV?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
You wanna buy a
Mm-mm.
car?
TV?
Whoa! You're like OG. You're
Want to buy a
what
car?
the fuck?
Really? I'm
Um,
OG.
Hit.
Damn, bro.
I'll give you a ship. In payment, you need to give me tier 3 donator.
Oh, so true.
Well, you wanna buy a church?
What if I literally joined Curiosity by
Yeah.
spamming Nino's DMs with "wanna have a church."
Mhm. Okay, but the thing was, your first like draft was gonna have a larger footprint than like the entire rest of the
Oh yeah,
town.
it was the
Point.
entirety of the town. It was very fun.
Like, I don't think it would have fit on like the natural like piece of land we had.
Not at all. It was
Like
awful.
genuinely no space.
I was sitting in a hole eating my berries, spamming Nino's DMs with "to wanna have a church."
Caveman grind set.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ninobf, do you feel any remorse for your vicious superiority faction war crimes?
I should have done more, but like not even in a funny way. Like I held back a couple times where I really didn't have to. Like,
Yeah,
it would have been better, funnier, more fun if I didn't.
Showed mercy and you regret it.
Yeah, mercy is weakness.
You would.
Sure.
Damn, Murdoch, you the next question.
What's the best dessert? There is a correct answer.
Tiramisu?
I don't even know what that is. I've heard that
What
so
the
much,
fuck?
but I've got no idea what a tiramisu is. It sounds Jack.
Tiramisu is an Italian dessert from I think
Italian?
like the last 40 years.
Why is it
It's
called
layers
that?
of mascarpone cheese and
is
ladyfingers dipped. It's
What
a type
is
of
any of
cheese.
this?
Ladyfingers are a type of
like a type of
cook-
bread?
They're like a biscuit and they're
Lady
dipped in
fingers? Sure
chocolate.
hope she
Why
Not
does-
chocolate, they're dipped in coffee. I can
What?
speak. I'm
Coffee?
definitely not drunk right now.
There's
It
also
comes in
like some
coffee.
alcohol thing in it, right?
Sometimes, yes.
Why does tiramisu sound like a Jap word?
It does. Yeah,
Don't
no,
worry about
it sounds more Japanese than Italian.
So, okay, Nina, what's the favorite dessert, though? That's the real question.
Tiramisu.
Probably tiramisu.
Tiramisu. I'm gonna have one. I'm gonna get one just for you.
You should get one, yeah. Good,
I'm
good.
gonna go to
You could
Nat.
ask Australian self-saucing pudding. That's what the
What?
correct answer was.
That's
It-
awful.
They also sell like Oreo cheesecake here. It's also very good.
Do you have Oreo Coke
Bitch likes Oreos.
in
Yeah, we do.
Europe? That's awful. It's so bad because it tastes exactly like an Oreo.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like don't particularly care for it.
Do you mean the
It's-
Coca-Cola flavor like Oreos or the Oreos flavor
No.
like Coke?
The Oreo flavored Coke tastes exactly like an Oreo, which is like the most terrible thing because it's a liquid that you're drinking.
I've had a couple. It's an interesting experience. I think I'd
hard.
recommend it for everyone.
I'd recommend it just for the fact that it shouldn't exist, and it probably won't exist ever again.
When I was in America, I had deep fried Oreos.
I think like the only state you could get that in is Texas.
It was in Michigan.
We
Michigan?
have deep
Yeah.
Michigan, he
Mars
says.
bar.
What's going on in Michigan where that kind of behavior is allowed?
I don't know, but it was actually like really good. Yeah, they had like for vanilla ice cream you could dip it in.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
It was
Oil,
actually.
though. The oil
does
flavor
sound
would be
great.
the mid.
Yeah, it was good though.
Tiramisu comes from an Italian dish called dolce torino.
It's harvested directly from the tiramisu plant.
Comes off the vine.
And
Oh wow! No, apparently it was invented in Australia.
Oh,
By an
Yeah,
Italian
was-
man, though, no?
It was first seen mentioned in the Sydney Morning Herald in 1978.
Fascinating.
It appears in an Italian dictionary in 1980.
So like a chicken tikka masala is actually like a British thing. Like it was
Yeah, like
invented.
Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah, it's a modern invention. It has not existed for more than 50 years.
Yeah, and I'm gonna claim it for Australia.
Something
You-
you've
you-
never
you-
had nor
Yeah,
heard
like,
of.
like 5 minutes ago, you
I've
did
heard
not
of it.
know what it is.
I've heard of it.
Okay,
I've just never seen
something
it
you did
before.
not know about, right?
Yeah. I thought it was just like some Jap dish. Like I don't know
It's
any
the
of the
most
Jap dishes.
Australian way you could talk about it. Just God.
I don't know any other Jap dishes. That's kind of it. I thought tiramisu was the
You
Jap
don't-
dish.
What are you talking about? You didn't know about sushi or ramen
No,
or anything like that?
sushi is not like Japanese people don't eat Western sushi. That shit's like invented.
As opposed to tiramisu, which every Japanese person eats.
Shout out to
I-
California
I'm
rolls.
gonna find an image of a Japanese person eating a tiramisu.
Please send that to me.
Dude, bro, like you gotta get some dango.
I like the implication that a Japanese person eating a tiramisu is something that needs to be like confirmed.
Seen to be
Does it happen?
believed, yeah.
The next
Yeah,
big
people say that they've never seen a pregnant Chinese person or a baby
You
pigeon.
know what? True. I haven't. That's extremely real.
This is
Are
is
there
going
are
off the
there
rails.
pregnant Chinese
Hey
people?
Sirius, what's the next question?
Yeah, let's go.
Ninobf, keep in mind, I don't think anybody here gives a fuck about F1, but who are your top 7
That's-
F1 drivers
that's
of
a
all
neat
time?
question.
Top 7's also weird. It's a strange number to put it at.
Specific.
Give us a top 3. Just
Specific.
narrow it down.
Nah, I will. Should I give a real
Messi.
answer or like a funny answer?
Both.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, my top 3 is gonna be like
Messi.
Schumacher, Hamilton, Verstappen.
That's a name.
My top 7 is Mazepin, Stroll, Latifi, De Vries, Mazepin again, Sargent. Sargent's very important.
Is his name Sergeant?
Logan Sargent.
That's worse. His last name is Sergeant.
He does not know what a kilometer is, and he got fired for being terrible.
What the fuck is a kilometer?
Yeah. Mm. Esteban Ocon for the 7th one.
They need normal names. They need white people names.
Okay, why is Michael Fassbender not on this list?
Is he even a driver?
He
told me
drove
he was a
Le Mans
driver.
actually, but not Formula One. Oh, I forgot Keanu Reeves too. He also drives racing
What?
cars.
Of course, yeah,
Yeah.
Keanu.
But
Who is
no,
Michael
Reddit Keanu.
So wholesome
Did-
fungus.
Yeah.
he's
Big
the new
chunks.
literally me character from The Killer.
Yeah,
Michael-
Michael Fassbender is the guy who played young Magneto in the X-Men movies.
Is he in Fast and the Furious?
No, I don't think so.
He portrayed
fairly
Irish
confident.
Republican Bobby Sands during the events of the 1981 Irish hunger strike.
What?
He's like Irish German or some shit. You can really hear it in his accent.
Michael Fassbender when he sees the
What
fat
accent is that?
and he bends it.
Yeah, he fast bends. What accent is an Irish German?
Freddy
accent?
Fastbend.
Shut the fuck up. There's an Assassin's Creed movie.
Yeah, it's fucking awful. It's the worst thing I've ever fucking watched.
It was made in 2016, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
They're making another
Nina,
Kung Fury.
Serious, we're gonna be watching the Hitman movies.
Yeah.
it's true. Actually, we need to do that. Nino BF.
I saw like a little
No.
bit one of them on cable a while ago, and it was terrible.
Man has cable.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Yeah, titanium cow. You the next question.
Stolen.
Titanium Cow, if you're still alive,
It is
If you
just
can hear us.
frozen.
He's
please
good.
save us.
Oh,
just
there-
staring
yeah,
off
there he
into the
goes.
distance.
He's sleeping.
Okay, but like the question is like longer than 4 words again, so he's he's giving up.
All right, Nino, you the next question.
Ted's just staring off into the distance.
He walked away. He's gone.
What were the best and worst aspects of being a leader of a large town? Actual serious.
Yeah.
Serious?
Shut the fuck up.
Serious?
Actual like normal audience question for once. But what one of the best parts was just like, wow, just going around your towns and think like, wow, I made all of this happen.
This is mine.
I can destroy this all.
Surrounded by Iron Fist.
Every single one of these houses belongs to a dog I can order around. May make do things for me.
These people are all ants beneath my boot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caliph Nino.
One of the less good parts was like there's always a motherfucker who needs something for you, like yeah, just some idiots who just not know how to build, but then keeps trying for like weeks on end to get something approved,
love
and
Ace.
like yeah, like I'm sure if you're like a council member or something, you can just ignore them, but as town leaders, like feel at least sort of compelled to help them out because somebody has to, and like in the end, it's like my responsibility. And also, yeah, just stuff to do the whole time, maintenance, expanding. But more people want stuff. Need to keep up with the competition with farms and stuff. It's yeah. No wonder I burnt out sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. That's what
Very
you had to
rare
count.
occasion.
True.
I mean, it was only like 3 or 4 major ones.
I had to deal with at least 2 of them. I'm sure I made a
Yeah.
fucking meme about it that got to Starboard. Like,
Yeah, and then why did you wait? I just have to ask, why did you put me in charge from like most of them? What did I do?
that
to
was the
deserve
best
this?
part. I loved like using it as my little puppet the first time that Nino left. That was awesome.
Yeah, I literally woke up. Nino's gone. Sirius is in control, and he's like, "You're now the leader." I'm like, "What the fuck
I'm like,
happened?"
yeah, Murdoch.
Yeah,
Chill
I
out,
feel
Murdoch.
like
It's
he's
fine.
the
We
guy,
got this, King.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like you handled it pretty well between you two.
Yeah, because Sirius, you were gonna leave like the same day.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
It's like, Murdoch, we're in dire straits right now, buddy.
Yeah.
It
You're
was
I
right.
really
woke
great.
up like 8 hours later, and I'm like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah, I'm doing damage control, and I'm like, fuck, what do I do? It was really great.
Only lasted 3 days.
Yeah, it wasn't very long, but it was a really fucking funny like 3 hours where I was like, I have to do as much as I can. Also knowing that Murdoch is like 12 hours away from me.
Yeah, the time, the clock, the countdown. That was great. That was really fun.
Yeah.
I am God King now. It's like that
Yeah,
picture of the droid sitting on the throne.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I fucking posted that in the I pinned that in the
reference.
chat. Yeah. Yeah, the Clone Wars looks like I'm in charge now image.
Yeah, that was.
That's
Yeah.
Submadoge definitely gets it. He's a fucking Star Wars nerd.
I would claim no such thing.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about though. It's the droid, the battle droid, the B1 battle droid
Yeah,
from
he
the Clone
knows
Wars
what
is
he's
sitting
talking
down,
about.
and he goes, "Well,
Roger.
looks like I'm in charge now because I
Oh,
think
yeah.
General Grievous fucks off or something."
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
he
honest.
does. When he...
I have my
We're in
laptop here, and in front of my laptop is about 100 Star Wars novels.
I've been playing Star Wars
guy.
Battlefront. It's a lot of fun. I'm starting to get.
We have
good at
to
Star
squad
Fighter.
up. We have to get a Battlefront 2 TG squad.
Yeah, we do actually.
Dude, I will
Submadoge, you
main
play
heavy.
Battlefront 2, right?
I do. I used to
Oh my
main
God,
heavy
yes.
years ago.
There are 4 of us. Yeah, no, hold on. You know, what do you, man? What do you do? What class?
I finally unlocked the 4th sniper rifle, so I can one-shot people now.
Okay, I know we're perfect because Subma heavy, Nino can snipe. Mario fully loves the officer class. He always played officer. I love assault. So we literally have a Battlefront 2 squad right here. We can do it.
Yeah.
Mine is
I love
Murdoch.
assault.
I like specialist sniping mostly, but if there's vehicles available, if there's starfighters available, I will play them. I fucking love starfighters. Also
You should
artillery
play
when
Star
it's
Wars
available.
Squadrons.
Artillery is never available.
Oh,
Also, and forces in general are nice. I think. I do not fuck with any of the other things. I don't play heroes because I'm genuinely fucking terrible at them.
Mhm.
Like
This guy never
I
experienced released Anakin Skywalker, which was
yeah,
fucking
imagine
nightmarish.
Oh,
Vader
yeah.
becomes Darth Vader and wins.
I heard about that. But, yeah, the only hero I can sort of play is Boba Fett. And the
Actually, you know
people
what,
always,
Nino?
always get mad at me for playing that.
Fucking
I've got a
worst
question,
hero
I've
to
got a
be a
question.
main of.
You have a question?
Yeah, Nino. What do you think of the first Star Wars movie?
Episode 4?
The first one.
Yeah, it's the oldest one, right?
The first one.
Oh, no, I
Yeah,
like A New Hope. It's I haven't watched it in a long time, but it's
Subma, is that the first one?
See, Nino, he's playing a trick on you.
Yeah, I know,
He's doing a devilish trickery here on the
yeah,
podcast.
I've never watched Star Wars. I have no idea. You could have said like the 12th one, and I've had
We're,
no
you
idea.
know what? We're gonna have a watch through after this. We're gonna see all the films. What is
Oh,
your
that's
true.
favorite Star Wars film?
So,
Ninobf?
Submadoge, what are your thoughts on the unmade Star Wars sequel, The Shadow of the whatever the fuck, where like it's Luke and Leia?
Shadow of
Do you know what I'm
Israfel.
talking about? No, the fucking the
Are
Splinter
you-
of the Mind's Eye. Is that what it's called? It's like an
Are you? Why are you bringing up Splinter of the Mind's Eye on Ninobf cast? That is
now I'm like we'll
s-
just make a really that's what I'm you know what I'm talking about there, right? That's like the
Yeah, I know about Splinter of the Mind's Eye. I haven't read it, but I kind of vaguely know about it. It's the first novel ever written, right?
yeah, it's the one that was supposed to be a sequel if they couldn't get Harrison Ford back because he was
Yeah.
fucking expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Nino, did it
Yeah.
ever go to your head?
Yeah, guys, we could talk
Which
about
had-
all of this after the podcast. That we are 3 hours and 10 minutes in. We need to.
Supreme leader Caliph Nino of the greatest empire to ever touch TG. Did it ever go to your head?
Praise be upon him.
Yeah.
Don't forget that part.
We should end the
Passing.
praise be the coming and going of him or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we should end this podcast by doing a tier list of all the like Star Wars movies and
Oh my god.
See a
Okay.
series.
Do you
Okay.
want another
We could,
tier list of Nino? Do you want to do a tier list of who you could take in a fight?
dude, that literally.
of like the people
we
here.
did that in like the last podcast, and that took 2 hours to do, Murdoch. We're 3 hours, and please let us finish the questions. Please.
Okay, we're like almost done-ish now. So, did it ever go to my head?
Yeah.
How do I answer that?
Good
You
question.
can't answer it objectively.
Yeah. Yes, it went to your head.
Elaborate, please.
No.
Like being like the
Did-
largest
did-
town
just get the-
leader, and like having all the greatest towns. Did it ever go to
Yeah,
your
I
head that, like,
think-
you're the most like important TG player
I
who
think
has the greatest largest towns?
Summer, you wrote Por El Libro and was like on the anti-Nino train for like 3 years. I think you should answer
Yeah.
this question. Did it go to his head?
I don't think I hated. I never disliked Nino as a person. I just disliked the less about the towns and more about the way everyone looked at those towns and was like,
That's their
"Oh,
fault.
this is amazing. This is incredible." So Por El Libra was never against Nino. It was never against superiority. It was against
Yeah.
towns like Earn and Bacon Town and even
Copycats,
Grogstown
you mean,
opened happened to the point where it's always like, let's take away the soul and creativity of the town and let's make it more physically beautiful so that we can get more people into this town.
Yeah,
You-
I didn't like that too. Like,
Mm.
if you're gonna build a town, sure, like don't just don't just be a worse version of my towns, right? Like,
Yeah.
do something interesting. Don't do the exact same thing.
Did it
but
ever
worse.
go to your head? Question.
Did it ever go to my head? Everyone is a worse version of me.
No. Yeah, okay. I can. Okay, there was a couple times like obviously did the exact same thing we did, but we're like if you look at Bacon Town, if you look at Spirit City, but for every town that did that, there were also towns that like did their own thing, and it was fine.
I'm surprised
It
we
was like,
didn't like fake a change so that everyone copied it and then we just didn't do it.
oh, that sounds so smart. Like, we should make everyone change their town hall. Pretend we also did that.
Didn't you give Baconshire like just the 1.15 town hall?
Yeah.
I built it again with like the blocks that became available by then, and like like I got better at building. I felt like doing that thing again, but like it didn't have a place in any of my towns, and also felt like it wasn't quite good enough to be in there. So I gave it to them. Like, might as well have someone build it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think it went to your head?
Mm, okay, maybe a less.
Simply not good enough.
Maybe a little, he says.
Mhm.
Sits on his iron throne.
Oh, like there were plenty of towns that like did their own thing, and it was good. Like, yeah, if you look at like the Newfoundland towns, they went their own way. Then look at the stack. Look at Astral 1.5, like the town
the
inside
stack
the
was
dome.
great.
Yeah, stack, of course.
Hmm.
Orbis, I guess it didn't.
All
Like,
this was a little bit strange.
no, not much happened there. But like, I like the building on the world map. That was pretty cool.
Hmm.
What else is there?
This isn't even a question. We're just like, I don't even know what's being asked here.
Guys, we have 5 questions left.
What is
Serious?
What do you-
Serious? We're doing the next one.
Ninobf, can you make an easy house in real life?
Yeah.
Well, I am.
Town plan.
I've started college, construction engineering this year. So
Yes.
the end results will be yes, yes, I can. I will be able to.
And will you?
Sure, yeah. Fucking.
Yeah.
Did
Alright.
you like have an interest in building, or did Minecraft make you do that?
No, I've had this for longer. Like I've always had an interest in just building,
When he
architecture,
says this, he
city
means autism, by
planning,
the way.
infrastructure. Also, yes, yes, I have autism.
Yeah, pretty much all of the
In retrospect, it explains a lot, probably.
How
all of
autistic
the
are you?
a lot of scalar once again.
Just sure. I like trains.
I like trains. All of the builders on council are doing like building related college courses now.
Yeah.
Like town planning, architecture, like construction, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's very
Except
cool.
for me.
Except for you.
Yeah,
What do you
because I'm
do?
not allowed in the university.
What are you doing?
I'm not in university. I'm just in lower college.
Motherfucker.
Nah, I'm not allowed in any of it.
Murdoch,
Just
what are you
Australian?
doing? What are you doing for Christmas? Or for job?
Nino, what are you doing for Christmas?
Might
Do you have Black Peter or something?
Black.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, I know.
what are your Santa Claus plans? Are you going to in blackface again, or what?
Yeah, again.
There is a picture of me in blackface, and I was like 5 years old.
Holy.
For Santa
Ew.
Claus.
Can this be the thumbnail of the cast?
It will be.
No, you should like just put a picture of my dog or something as the
We'll get
No,
someone to.
I can picture the Santa Claus picture as well. Like I can fucking
Are we
see
gonna
it.
get like a 3D rendering for the?
We'll get to that later. It's one of the later questions. We gotta go to the next
Aw.
question. Murdoch X, the next question.
What were some of the projects you remember organizing, and how did they turn out?
one that particularly stands out to me, and this is the one I was gonna unmute Pomo for, but he's been gone for 2 hours. So, the Prosperity Gold Farm. It's
Yeah, that was chunky.
yeah, we started planning that before the server launched.
Like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took us less than 48 hours to gather 10 double chests of obsidian. In less than 72 hours from when the server launched, we had the farm fully up and running. And it was at that point, and it still is actually the fastest gold/XP farm ever built on the server.
Yeah, people
When
Yeah,
everybody was still like
Fact
living in
checker.
dirt huts and something.
Didn't we make a
Hard reset.
prosperity gold farm that was just the like? Wasn't it the gold farm with like 4 of them tagged on top of each other?
Well, yeah, I mean the design is stackable to an extent, so yes.
Yeah, what's the limit? Would it be like 60 blocks? Because that's the like spawn, the like render.
However far like the server settings allow for mobs to spawn.
True.
So yeah, it's probably like 60 blocks or something.
Well, now like in game without servers, I'm pretty sure it's 60 blocks is the entity limit, like the entity spawn limit.
Guys, we are approaching 3.5 hours.
Good.
We're
3
almost
hours.
Titanium
Yeah.
cow, what's the next question? It's a big one, and I know you're drunk. It's gonna be hard, but I believe in you.
Please. Yeah, Ted just keeps drinking for some reason. It's already like long gone.
Hold on.
On it.
I gotta pray first. Yeah.
Gotta
Can
pray
you give me some
first.
thoughts on like Ninotown?
Our Father who
like
art in
bacon?
heaven.
Can you
This is like
thoughts
sentient.
on Ninotown clones like Bacon Town and Spirit City? Did they
Congrats
succeed
on
because of the formula?
being sentient enough again to
Huh.
formulate the question.
Yeah, he's back.
Anyway, she's drinking.
Did
some
they
water.
succeed because of the Ninotown formula, or did they
Well,
succeed?
These towns obviously just had a very dedicated player base too, which is
Man.
the most important part, like thing you need to make a successful town, like whether you're following my formula or not.
You need
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, it's kind of a shame that like bunch of towns that like to feel in order to be successful they have to do the thing we're doing, which I do not blame them for. Like
I mean,
the
they
numbers.
didn't have to.
No, that's the thing, but also the numbers don't lie. Like we're doing it. We've been doing it the best of everyone, and Spirit City did it super well. They got huge too. Bacon Town, the first one, like it worked, and
But also there's like Grogstown, Seatown. They did pretty good.
Yeah, they did fantastic.
that's what I'm saying. You don't have to do it. Right? Like these towns are really big too, but it's also a matter of what you value the most. Like what do you want in your town? Do you want to be big, to be comfy, to look good, look organized, have lots of farms? Yeah, it's a question of what you
We just did
value.
a little bit of everything.
Well, the main priority was aesthetics, of course, always has been. But yeah, if you want your town to look nice, ideally you want more people working on it, and to get more people working on it, you want to attract them with farms and stuff. And
Ooh,
well,
you want to
getting more people,
join? Ooh, we have fun.
getting more people leads to having more people, of course.
Impeccable.
And
Math,
also,
you know.
yeah, also, it was a matter of not getting outdone by the other towns. Like, especially with Spirit City, where there's like arms race of farms going on, where like we had the gold farm, they built the exact same one. They had this like the good prismarine farm, Guardian farm. We should get one too. They have a raid farm. We gotta get one. We have an iron farm. They get one too.
It's like
Yeah,
that Borat.
yeah. Like we have pretty buildings. They cannot afford great success.
Great success.
Holy shit! It's serious. Just send a picture of him with my dog.
True.
Okay.
It's his pants with my dog.
I
Staring
have
the
upon it.
Questions for the cast.
3 more questions that I want to ask.
Yo, I don't want to be mean, but your dog looks fucking autistic.
Yeah.
It's like birds of a feather.
We got 3 more questions that I am going to ask. All of you other hosts don't matter. These are going to be the important 3.
Between your time in
Wow.
Europe cast and the TV
shut up.
podcast,
Shut up!
what was the best podcast?
Okay, you know what?
Give
You can
me-
answer that one. You can ask that
I can answer it.
one. Anyone can answer.
I'm pretty sure I asked for this question to be removed because you mentioned the Europe cast, but I had one line in one episode.
But what's the better podcast?
Yeah, come on.
Probably Europe cast.
Yeah.
I'm deleting.
With
all
your-
footage of
Yeah,
this
true.
episode.
Yellow
Yeah,
Boss was there. Oof.
Delete the footage.
This is all
True.
gone. This is lost media. We've lost another cast.
Yeah. Another. What was the first one you lost?
We've lost like 4 episodes.
What?
Jesus Christ.
If you check the YouTube, it's not the complete list. There
You
are
lose this one
several-
with 3 hours of the bomb fest, by the way. Just so
How do you lose multiple hours of
Okay, because
podcast?
this is the last episode. We could talk about this because this is like a celebration of the final.
Yeah, can we
episode.
do a podcast?
But who's that? Who's that bitch that I hate? Where are they?
Should we-
Bring
Nino's
him to
dog?
me.
It's not Nino's dog.
Nina's dog.
They show they're one of the bots. They're part of the bot list.
You're not built for
this
these
guy.
multi-stage.
Craig.
Craig. We
Why
had
do you
him
have a bot called
record
Craig?
because no one knew what like OBS was like 3 years ago, and no one had that on this podcast. So we
Why
had.
Why did none of you have OBS? That's like the basic video recording software, dude.
Yeah,
I
since
don't know.
OBS been an established thing like 20 years now.
But we had
Yeah, it's
Craig record our podcast instead, and Craig
Hypercam.
lost several episodes. Some like he recorded some of them, but like some of them he either like forgot to record, didn't record, or he recorded it, but then no one downloaded the footage. So like after 3 days, it was gone. And
You guys didn't even use like Zencastle or Podcastle
Whoa.
or anything?
Unregistered
I was
hypercam.
just saying shit.
Yo, kitty!
Hey, do you guys not know anything about podcast technology? God damn.
we figured it out eventually. I'm currently recording on OBS now, but let me see what podcasts don't exist anymore. There's several. There's
Submadoge. What is the mop art channel?
we'll get to that. A Blazing
We'll
E-Boy
get to that.
cast, the final podcast VTD recorded as host, is gone.
Damn.
Let's see.
Yo, Nino, get your cat on the mic right now.
The Bed Game
Yeah,
cast
my
with
cat just
Atomics,
not the bed
Aiden, Son of the Myers, Austin here, and Zeg. They had a podcast that was only 10 minutes long, also
What?
lost. Cause Mobs,
How was it only 10 minutes?
because I was asking the questions, and then my co-host Mobzilla, just randomly, just in the middle of the podcast, said like, "Well, I guess we're done here," and then just ended the podcast.
What?
It was they did not appear in any other episodes.
Whose podcast? Whose podcast was it?
Bet Game cast.
Oh, God.
The VTD cast you see on the YouTube channel is the second recording of that podcast. We lost that episode.
God, imagine having to do this all over again.
The
Yeah, number
Oh,
5
Michael.
out of 5.
DTI 131 and the Floridian Alligator Uprising also lost media. We lost that one.
Nice.
Uh,
Fun.
and we kept everything else. So yeah, that's like 4 podcasts we lost.
Damn.
But this one
Sucks.
I got an OBS. Hopefully it'll stay there. Anyway,
Yeah, OBS is pretty trustworthy. As long as you remember to not mute your microphone.
yeah.
We're gonna lose this
Serious
one.
sending all the secret footage of my dog.
So
Yeah,
last 2 questions. Last 2. The first
God.
is Nino. Is there anything else that we did not talk about in the podcast that you'd like to bring up? That you'd like to talk about TG? Anything at all in that vein?
Star
That's not a
Wars.
question. Star Wars. Yeah,
Star
let's
Wars.
rank all of the Star Wars.
Dude, we're at an hour, 3.5 hours on this podcast.
All
How
of
am I supposed to
them.
convert this to Google Drive and then put it into an editing software?
Put it in a
Don't
zip
edit it.
file.
I don't
There's
know
no
how I'm
editing.
gonna do
This
this.
is just raw footage.
Just
Yeah,
moving
just
the raw footage.
Put the zip file and announcements, and then we will just
Okay.
download it if you want to listen to the podcast.
I'd love to talk about Star Wars. We'll get to that after the podcast.
Is there anything I missed or want to talk about? That's a good question. I cannot think of anything right now, so the answer is probably no.
All right.
So,
Awesome.
join curiosity.
The final question: what would you like to name this episode?
Hmm, huh.
Tip. I don't think like any actual guest. I think the only guest that actually got their suggestion put into the episode was Famskis and the coordinates.
I didn't get to. I didn't get that.
Yeah,
You
this
meant
is
to send
it's
them
a
that.
new addition.
Murdoch and the communist cicada.
Yeah, I never actually watched that. I've never seen my own podcast.
Thank you. It's a
Okay.
lot.
It's a lot of
This
Whoa,
horrific
who's doing
whispering.
ASMR and shit? What the fuck?
serious?
What
Is
about
that you?
what?
No,
I'm
it's,
not doing
it's,
anything.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot.
Oh, I didn't know.
You should call it Ninobf comes out of the closet. That would be funny.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Could do
cold
that.
hard truth about TG.
Face reveal gone sexual.
The one I had in mind was Ninobf and the swarm of several thousand bats.
Mm.
That's kind of nice.
This is how black people are made.
No, but
Okay,
you have to include my dog in the thumbnail.
Yes,
The-
she will.
Ooh. Yeah.
Ninobf and the disastrous consequences.
The butterfly effect. The sugar
that
cane.
actually, that would be a fantastic title.
Ninobf and the Joker stairs.
All right. Well,
You- You can come up with something.
Yeah,
With
we
the
will.
butterfly effect of sugar cane or something. I don't know.
the bro. Okay.
Well,
Submadoge and
The
the splinter of
bats
the
are
mind's eye.
we'll get to
The
that.
subcast.
We have the 10,000th flying sugar cane.
Dude, mine had a way better title. Mine was Submadoge and the Flying Squirrel Typhus Epidemic of 1847.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, it is. It's
How
called
tall
that.
was the Bracane?
Great question. Yes, good.
250.
Was it like even good?
About 170 blocks.
Okay, so it was a chunk.
We
It wasn't, like,
actually
5.
we had a Brocane and Antares in the
Huh.
TGF, whatever the
believe
fucking
people were-
last reset was of TGF.
Can't believe
Right,
people were still making
pretty
those. Like, that's a thing from like, there was over 5 years before.
Bruh.
Okay.
Well,
Brocane lives on.
guys, it's been
Okay.
a wonderful podcast
Do you think-
to have.
No,
Do you
we're
think-
not done yet.
What do you mean?
We're
we're
not
Wait,
not
shut
done
up.
yet?
Okay. Do you think if you, Nino, do you think if you warp shifted back to TG, would you like enjoy it? Because I keep thinking like, if I time traveled back into TG into the glory days, I would probably not enjoy it. With all the fucking like cum jokes, people saying like whale cum, I would not
Yeah,
like
whale
that
cum.
shit. I would just fucking leave.
Guys,
about
guys. Okay, hold on, Nina. Before you answer, I need to apologize for introducing TG to Welcome because
Fuck
that was me.
You do that.
Yeah,
Aw.
like I remember in the first few weeks I was like, guys, back on TG and we used to say Welcome a lot, and then
And then that was
they
changed to
started saying
Welcome.
it. Yeah, and then I left for a few months and joined Curiosity because Nino asked me because he's a bitch.
Yeah.
And everyone was
actually
saying
fun.
welcome, and I was like, oh no,
No.
this wasn't just a thing that like two people started saying
Yeah.
again.
The
Yeah,
consequences of
I
that.
made sure that continued into TG, which is kind of horrifying.
Yeah.
Terrible. Yeah,
Should
you
do
actually
shame for
pigs.
yourself. Shout out to Yaxley.
He actually
Guys,
is a Harry Potter character.
in
Yeah.
4 minutes, we're gonna be an hour over the longest podcast.
Hell yeah, brother.
This is
Dude.
the last
was
one.
gonna
We're
end-
milking it for everything.
We are, and I'm gonna have like a little message at the end too. After this, I'll be sure to record.
I feel like the Star Wars Bart should also
Yeah.
be in the podcast. Like we're
No.
Yeah, come
let-
on,
let-
come on, come
let-
on, come
let-
on.
let- let- Let's completely slam the record for longest one.
You
come on.
have! This has slammed the record. It's so long.
Submadoge, bring up the tier list. Bring
Dude,
it up. I
I-
know you have it. I know you have it.
I will do it, but I will only do it if I get to say one thing first.
Okay, but we're not done yet. I have a question to answer.
You do?
Um, yeah, did saying that if I went back now, would I enjoy it as much? Well, for starters, I would be a 22-year-old, like surrounded by like
Yeah,
fucking
that'd be weird as hell.
17-year-olds. That would
Spider
not be...
Mojo, brother.
Oh god, I wonder what he's up to now. I think it's Reddit account collect nukes or something.
No.
FBI got him, maybe. Yeah. Well, for me, as you mentioned, for you it was like a lot about dicking around, the humor and stuff. But for the record, I found all the funny, welcome, sex 69 funny, very unfunny from the start. Because I
Just
just
too
have this,
mature.
I have this superior sense of humor, you know. I watched Rick and Morty. But for me, it was about building the towns. If I knew now, no, if I knew back then what I know now, I'm sure I could have done a lot better.
You would have left.
Exactly.
Oh hell no.
But with doing better, I meant doing better for myself and just not join the server in the first place. Yeah. I'm sure I'd still would have been fun. Like, I haven't lost like the drive to build down to stuff. Like I was still doing it in Providence, like just earlier this year. So yeah. I think I would enjoy it. Still, besides the fact that 23-year-old probably shouldn't be hanging around in this crowd.
Power washer.
But,
All right.
you know, next.
Well, no. No next question.
No,
What do
but
you mean,
okay,
no?
but before someone says his like final words or whatever.
There is no fun. We're just gonna keep talking so we can never end the
Yeah,
podcast.
just somebody come up with a question
I
for me
hate
to.
that. I
Uh,
And it's just check no mic has anything.
Saw a puddle of green today. God, I love New York.
No. Okay.
That's the Mountain Dew we were talking about.
I'm ending the podcast.
You're not ending the
It's
podcast. We
been
need
a
to do the tier
wonderful
list.
day today. I'm glad I was able to talk with all of you today on the final 25th episode of the podcast. And it's been a great few years doing this, and I'll have more to say later, but
It really
thank you all, the wonderful hosts, for being here, titaniumcow, Murdoch, and Sirius. Thank you, Ninobf, for being a guest on today's podcast. Thank you all
Much
in the
obliged.
audience, both live and on YouTube, for listening.
And the 3 people that are listening live.
They're so loud. The music has probably started playing by now. It's been nice. I won't see you next time. I'm not gonna be here. Goodbye.
Bye
Play
bye.
Come Todd.
By the way, I
Yeah.
Future Subma.
I will be featuring on the next episode of the Talk to podcast if you want to ask more.
Hey everyone, this is Submadoge, host of the TG Podcast and owner of TG Media. And as you've probably heard in this podcast, this will be the final upload to TG Media. If you've been a part of the TG Media Discord, you've known about this for a while, but I never actually made an announcement on YouTube, so this is it. It's a little late. My reasoning behind this decision is pretty obvious. TG ended 3 years ago this year, which is longer than the server was actually up for, and TGF has been down for months. I think it's time for me and everyone else to move on. I already talked about this a bit more extensively in the History of TG 1.17 video, but TG has been very impactful to me these past 4 years, and I'm so glad to have been a part of this server, the community, and all of the wonderful people I've met and still talk to with along the way. I'd also like to especially thank TG Media for being a part of this journey and giving me the opportunity to be a YouTuber for TG, along with everyone else who participated in and added to this channel. It's been very, very impactful to me, and has helped inspire me to pursue film as a career and start up my own YouTube channel, which doesn't have a lot of videos yet, but I'll be posting there more often now that TG Media is dead. I'd also like to give a very special thanks to many, many different people. The first being VTD, who I cannot thank enough for creating this channel and the podcast, and making what was, at the time, the only TG-related content you could watch on YouTube, which was mind-blowing to me at the time. I loved listening to those early TG podcast episodes live, and when they were released later on YouTube, it was really something special. I'd also like to thank HeyItsSirius, who trusted me enough to give me the opportunity to become one of the first new hosts tested out for the channel, and a few months later trusted me enough to continue his and VTD's legacy of leadership of the channel. I cannot thank him enough for giving me this opportunity and allowing me to do this kind of thing for all of you. I'd also like to thank Thamskis for creating the amazing graphics and designs for this channel, along with making a few thumbnails for our videos. And in that same vein, I'd like to thank both TecnaGamer and Blue Spectator for creating some amazing thumbnails for the podcast over these years, and Tecna especially for the wonderful intro and outro graphics we've had for the podcast. I'd also like to thank Blue again, this time for the amazing music we've had on the channel, and especially the album talk outro. It was amazing to have that kind of thing for the podcast. I'd also like to thank the many helpers and editors we've had over the years, and I know I'm going to be missing a lot with this, but some of those included Wazado, CFDL Boy, Sigma Turbine, J-Man the Gamer, and Tecna again, who I'd also like to thank for helping us set up the TG Media Minecraft server and fixing all of its many, many problems. I'd also like to give a special thanks to all of the TG podcast hosts, especially Son of Demise, who is an amazing friend to have working with me both on the podcast and behind the scenes working as an admin of the server. It was really helpful to have that asset. I'd also like to thank all of those who helped to make videos for TG Media outside of the regular in-house content, including the Cast of Violence cast, Blue Spectator again, Slurpee the Dog, and the Iceway Man. And finally, I'd like to thank all of you for watching the videos, writing out your questions, and for being there live and not live, watching all the uploads, and being the best audience I could ever have asked for. Thank you. This has been Submadoge, signing off for the final time on TG Media. Goodbye.